Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Pokemon Snow. I am your host, the Gold Crow, as your GM and DM and general story mover. And with me, I have four of my wonderful friends with me, and one of which is going to recap what happened on our last episode of this tabletop adventure.
On the last episode of Snow, we started off with sending Proteus to gather the items we ordered from Polly. On his way to the rendezvous point, he meets up with Anna and finds out from her that if Giovanni doesn't succeed, the theorem is going to have the theater torn down and replaced with a factory. Proteus plans on taking her to the theater to help, make sure things don't go horribly wrong and have it replaced with a factory. Meanwhile, the rest of the party bumped into the Hallowed Flames and, more importantly, Rebecca, who gives us some of that ointment that heals and cures poison at the same time. And we also got a casting of the aid spell from the Hallowed Flames while we were there. After that, we made our way to the Salandit base and infiltrated it with paranoia at an all-time high. A few highlights include Nick getting squished by falling rocks, Proteus letting the whole bunch of rock grubs out of a bag and subsequently healing himself with the ointment Rebecca gave us, Dante using the the bomb boozler to blow up a bunch of Salandits, and Proteus pushing a Salandit down a hole. Nick managed to dig around in one of the Salandit's brains and learn a number of things, but one of the more interesting facts was that there was a guy in a big building with closed eyes and funny hair that was giving them all of these crazy beliefs about the space hamster and dragon mummy that have been getting them to do all this stuff. And finally, Proteus infiltrated the Landit Den and learned that they are building a multi-headed dragon mech that uses two large Aether E geodes as power sources. With this knowledge, coupled with the fact that there are like 100 of these punks running around, we decided to retreat to see if we could procure any backup from Estelle.
Excellent. You get the reroll for the session.
Thank you.
So, and as I told you guys before we started, I did some math, and you actually have like a lot of the day left. It's only like 3 p.m. So, after telling Estelle about what you encountered, she said she'll be right there. You are at the city gates of Loomhausen. uh, where do you wish to go from here? So you're up here, kind of at this part of the gate, where the temple for the Hallowed Flames is on your immediate right, lightning rails in front of you, and there's that airship hangar, kind of into the city.
All right. So if we were to head over, because Proteus said that he was going to take Anna to the theater and start getting that little thread taken care of, right?
Yeah. I
Uh,
told her I'd do it tomorrow, but if we want to just lightning rail to her now, pick her up and go over, we might be able to do that too.
well, how long would it take to just walk there?
It would take a while.
Okay, a
Yeah,
while.
Like
I had a feeling.
it's pretty much like getting around New York, where just the subway's the fastest way.
I know. I'm just.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to take it twice in one day in order to. If we're gonna take it to go to get Anna, then walk down to the theater, then take it back to our hotel. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, is the lightning rail like an hour to get there?
If you take the lightning rail, you'll be there within like a good 15 minutes. It moves really fast.
Okay, so this is like a 2-hour walk then or something.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean,
I mean, the only thing I can think of is just letting Proteus go on. Even then, that'd be the cost for him. But the only way I could see expediting this is just having Proteus go to Anna and then go to the theater while we all go home. That's the only way I see us saving money on that.
we split the party a lot.
I mean, we can do that, or if we wanted to, we could also go and go have everyone go to the theater and just giga buff the crap out of me. We have the optimal buffing party, to say the least.
I suppose
At
that's
least for
true.
me. Everyone else can't really buff themselves quite so easily.
How's everyone doing on money? It's going to be like 20 gold to get all the lightning rail done
I
today.
still have over 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
that's good on
I
money.
suddenly got 147 more bucks, so I'm suddenly less poor.
All right, well, if you guys want to take the lightning rail, I will accommodate you this time.
I don't think we got much of a choice, so yeah.
Okay, so you're all gonna hop on?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
And, the biggest thing about taking the lightning rail we need to consider is we spend money to not roll a d6 and get mugged.
Yeah. So yeah. The train's kind of circulating almost 24/7. It slows down service during the night, but you generally get there pretty fast. So you pay your tickets and you end up in the Merchants Avenue. So you are now over here.
Well,
Right.
guys, maybe we should also consider looking into how to actually get a pass for the whole place.
I
That's
imagine that-
usually, I bet that's going to be like $1,000.
Yeah, but I
imagine
mean,
that'll-
something to consider.
And it'd probably only be one person between the hours of 9 and 5.
we can figure that out eventually. Maybe something to ask Estelle about, but for now, I think.
Are we still at the station?
Yes.
Okay, Malcolm's just going to go up to one of the people that gave him a ticket and he says, "Hey, is there any way to get like a ticket so that we don't have to pay every time?"
Yes, you can get a monthly pass. That will be...
How much is that?
Well, there are 30 days in a month, and a single trip costs 10 gold. So 30 times 10, it would be 3,000 gold.
Oh, okay. And he goes back to the others. It's 3,000 gold, guys.
3 times more expensive than I thought.
Yeah,
Wait.
I don't think that's viable.
Yeah, 10 is-
Oh, wait, no, it
Wait,
would be...
It'd be 300.
Oh,
Right?
yeah,
Yeah, it's 300. Yeah.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Yeah, it would be 300.
You probably just everyone's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, Malcolm's on his way back over, and then he goes wall-eyed, and he's like, "Wait a second."
That's not how math works.
Okay, 300's a bit expensive, but I suppose we
And-
may want to consider it.
And it would be each.
Yeah, figured.
Like,
Debt will be here for more than a month, so it may be something worth considering it at some point in time. Regardless, for now, we should go meet with Anna while the day's still young. Or as young as it's gonna get.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Malcolm bare minimum should get it just because we kind of just take him with us random places.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
All right. So you're going to go to Anna's stall.
Yes.
Okay, so when you go to the Merchant Avenue, there appears to be kind of a different kind of commotion than you were kind of experienced, Proteus. You see kind of a lot of the merchants rubbernecking and looking at something transpiring over kind of down the avenue. And you see a familiar sight. There is a breviary in kind of in golden armor, apprehending a Murkrow. Anna's okay. You can see her. She's kind of like looking over too, seeing this transpire. But there's kind of murmurs in the crowd, and no one's kind of interacting with the merchants at the current time.
Does this gold armor have like the markings of Deuterium on it?
Yes.
Yeah, they're just showboating.
And you can hear him saying in this calm, that kind of speak quietly and carry a big stick kind of voice, where he says, "You are under arrest for conspiracy, extortion, and endangerment of the common good."
How's the murder guy reacting to this?
He appears to be, he isn't knocked out, but, if you were to equate him, he'd be at, like, 1 point of health. Like, he's kind of consciously surrendering.
Yeah,
So we missed the scuffle that must have happened.
yeah. Does he look smug like they usually do, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you do from there?
Probably just go visit Anna.
Yeah.
And when we get there, Malcolm's gonna say, "What happened?"
Oh, you're back! Oh, all of you this time. That's wonderful.
Hi.
Just it seems like one of those birds was trying to steal, and well, he was apprehended. It seems. I think he didn't steal from me.
That they're doing petty theft, but well, suppose what it is.
Mm-hmm. Well, why are you back here? I thought you were gonna come back tomorrow, Proteus.
Yeah, well, turns out we finished earlier than we expected. So, if you want, we could go and head over to the theater early.
Well, give me an hour or two to. Well, actually, now would be probably a good time while they're arresting that punk.
Yeah, it looks like you ain't gonna be doing much soon in the first place, so may as well.
Okay.
No, hey, if you do want to do a little business before we go, I've got something that you might like to see.
What's that?
Nicholas pulls out the mithril crown and he says, "Right here, I've got the mithril crown of the Veiled Lady, spoken of through lore and legend."
What's a veiled lady?
Some weird mushroomy thing.
Well, that's a pretty impressive looking crown. I just don't know what a veiled lady is.
Do I have it? Oh gosh, right, I got rid of it.
Yeah, we already got rid of the head.
No, I was looking to see if I had minor illusion. Nicholas is gonna say, "Hey, Proteus, give her a minor illusion of what the veiled lady looks like." Oh wait, no, never mind. It's not gonna say that. I just realized. Nicholas is gonna say, "Well, she kind of. So imagine this upright Pokemon with like this veil over the head, but the veil is actually fungus,
Okay.
and sort of got a regal figure to her."
Okay, I'm kind of seeing it in my head.
Yeah, dressed in pretty much all white.
To be fair, she was entirely just fungus.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to. We're doing marketing here, Dante.
Do you say that out loud?
Did Dante say that out loud?
Yes.
Then yeah.
Listen, listen. If you're trying to pull this on me, you're barking up the wrong tree. I will buy it from you if that's what you're asking, but you know.
No, I'm not trying to barter with you. I'm just trying to give you a good sales pitch to use for it.
Well, I could probably come up with my own if you catch my drift.
Yeah. Fair enough.
He's just trying to tell an immaculate story of how we killed a giant mushroom to get it.
Well, I mean, it's a mithril crown. That's, well, in a way, it kind of sells itself.
Yeah. Fair enough. But yeah, I'm here to sell it to you.
Okay. Okay. I'd give you 800 for it.
Done deal.
All right, deal.
All right. Yeah, and he hands her the crown.
Yeah, and she'll give you 800 gold.
All right.
All right,
Uh,
almost 3 passes down.
And then she immediately puts it on her store bench, and it's like 1,500.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay. Anyway. Where were we again?
We're going
Right,
to the theater.
Oh,
Yeah.
to
right.
the theater.
Right. I should probably close down. Yeah. So she pulls her cart kind of in this. It's almost like a garage, and she kind of pulls it down and locks it up. And a steel defender kind of walks out of the garage and stands in front of it.
Did they do that for all the stalls, or did you have to pay for that?
Oh, you have to pay for it.
I suppose probably worth it to keep thieves coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Considering, well, and he motions to the Murkrow,
Yeah.
or rather, the previous scuffle.
Yeah. That guy's with the gold fellow is with what are they called? Abolition.
Oh, I thought he was with the Therium.
Well, it's kind of one and the same here.
I believe I've heard of abolition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're well, they want to they look out for the smaller folk, the lower class, and they're a philanthropist group. They give their money to less fortunate. What a waste. But yeah, that's probably what he's doing around here. You know, they just kiss babies.
I see.
Yeah, they also you see that building over there? She points to that steepled building over to the south.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They also run the justice system there, so that's the court where they prosecute those criminals, and then they're shipped off to Loomhall Prison.
Huh.
So
Interesting.
that means abolition's running the court, or
Yeah,
I
they are.
understand that.
They are running
Huh.
the justice system.
Good to know.
But I believe I have some. I thought you were coming tomorrow, and I was still writing down pitches to for this theater, but I got some, and I can maybe sell them on them.
Yeah, we've still got a bit of trip and a bit of walk, so certainly think a few more while we're on the way.
Okay. Well, I've already got two, but if you guys can think of anything else, You're willing to tell me. Well, let's get on that lightning rail.
Alright.
All right, so it'll be 10 more gold from the rest of you. She will pay for herself begrudgingly.
Okay. Pay for it now, but now that I sold that crown, those passes are looking a lot more, a lot better.
Yeah.
I should point out we have to make sure we're using the lightning rail at least once a day if we do that.
I want to point out we've just used the lightning rail 3 times today, bare minimum.
That is true.
I don't think we're gonna. I think. Well, first, we don't have to, but second, I don't think we're gonna have any trouble not using the lightning rail.
I just mean for justifying the price.
But the theater's in a very well. It's actually you can just get off here, and it's close enough. You wouldn't have to do any rolls.
All right.
Okay. It's this place that's kind of really in an inconvenient position.
This,
Really
this
is.
place is cursed.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, we still have to get Dante's claws from there.
Dope.
Oh. We can roll after. All right, so you are at the you get off the lightning rail and you are at the Blue Rose Theater. As you enter the teal building with the velvet rugs leading to the main showroom. Nice place.
It's
Yeah.
pretty.
Well, it's a shame it'll
It
be
has-
gone once well, if he fails.
Well,
Well,
that's
then let's.
what we're all here for, right?
And you enter into the main stage, and it appears they're kind of rehearsing the score right now, where you see several cricketots and a cricketoon kind of with various instruments. They're not exactly starting, but you hear that kind of, you know, that orchestral startup where you kind of hear the horns kind of being broken in and stuff. You kind of hear that.
Mhm.
The strings just kind of being played.
Yeah.
And you probably hear a diddly whoop or two.
But kind of overseeing it is Giovanni. You see him holding a script and pointing at some of them to get rid of some of the instruments and others to put in different ones.
Does it sound pretty good?
It sounds... Someone do an intelligence performance check.
All right, I got this. I ate books for this, baby.
I was about to say probably Nick, but yeah, I guess maybe Brody.
It's an intelligence performance check. It's such a weird combo.
It is a very weird combo, but yeah, I guess Proteus does have the advantage for it, so yeah. Though Nick does have plus.
24.
It sounds all right. Not... It doesn't... It's like a step above mediocre.
So what I'm hearing is he had very high standards for just us.
Implies he had standards.
Or... Oh. Yeah, what do you do? Hearing
I
that.
just need direction. Well, either way, we're probably just gonna approach Giovanni.
Sir Caleb is here, everyone. And they just kind of regard you, all the insect Pokemon.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, yes, they are. We're just working on the themes and the final aria of our prima donna. Who's this? She points to the greetant with you.
Yeah, and Proteus will just say, "This is our friend who is an expert marketer from a long line of successful entrepreneurs, and she has a little bit of interest in seeing what you have to offer and if there might be a deal to be made that is mutually beneficial for both of you.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet. And she just immediately, okay, here's the deal, Geo. May I call you Geo? Right now, everyone thinks the blue rose is dying, and just all the music stops for a second.
Yeah.
And you know what happens to dying things? They get ignored, pitied, forgotten. You don't want to be the soggy curtain no one remembers, right? So, this is what you do, alright? This is some seasoned advice from a seasoned merchant. You take control of the narrative. You don't let them think it's fizzling out. You tell them it's going out with a bang. You announce it loudly. This is your final production. One last act. It's called a FOMO. A FOMO, just fear of missing out, and it's gonna be, we should call it Giovanni's Swan Song. One night only. Back me up on this. This points to you guys.
Well, that's certainly an interesting way of putting it, but yes, she more or less says to leverage what people on the streets say and think about your theater to make them want to come more than they already did, more than usual. Give them reason to think that this is going to blow their minds.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People don't want to miss history being made. They want to say they were there when it ended.
Yeah, and then when it turns out that your performance is absolutely stunning, they come in here expecting a last performance, an absolute bomb, and then they come out seeing the greatest performance ever, and their expectations are just gonna be blown away.
And that's what you're... keep on going.
It's absolutely perfect when you really think about it.
And that's what you're selling. A once-in-a-lifetime moment. FOMO, baby. They'll beg to be in the audience. I promise you. But this isn't my final performance. I hope to go on... No. Then just 6 months later, just say the rose rises again. It happens all the time. Look at politicians. You're not lying. You're just reframing. It's the theater. It's half the job already.
Yeah, it's not like when we say this is your last performance, it is technically true, but when you become successful, then technically it's no longer able to be your last performance. So you're not lying, you're just being technically accurate.
All right. Does anyone else want to say anything?
I'm not even sure what to add here.
All right. I'll let Nick or Proteus. I'll let Nick and Proteus do a persuasion roll, or one of you can do it at advantage.
I got +7.
That is marginally better than mine, so might as well give that the advantage.
All right. Okay, 1. Hopefully I'm doing the command right.
Oh wait, doesn't Proteus still have enhanced charisma right now?
No, that was an intelligence check. I got 25 anyway, so...
Yeah, he's like, yes, that... Yeah. So we'll just pretend like I'm throwing in the towel. Exactly. And I promise you, I do it all the time. I say that this is the last one on sale when I really just have like 20 others in the back. It works all the time.
It's encore mentality, you know. The orchestra says that they're done, but the audience wants more, and so then you're like, oh well, but I have to do it. They just need it.
Okay, yeah,
in
yeah.
a way, and it just means you're putting an extra performance on outside of the performance itself.
I see, yes.
Dante, this is show business. You probably don't really get it that well.
No.
Okay, well, now that that's settled, let's talk merch, Gio. You've got who's your prima donna? That's Lady Ivy. Yes, Ivy. Uh, you've got this. I saw her on the poster. She's like mysterious and she's all dramatic and drop dead gorgeous. You've got the theater on the brink of ruin. You know what that is? That's money, baby. That's a collectible. But how will merchandise save the theater? Only because you've never done it right. Let's be honest. I hate to be blunt, but you've probably either never done it or you haven't done it right. So we're gonna start with limited edition dolls, figures of Ivy, obviously. Maybe I heard this guy over here is going to be your supporting role, the love interest, and obviously we'll make different costumes, dramatic poses, and maybe even put a deluxe version with Ivy where you press a button and she does a little ditty, or maybe you just put a hat on her and say that's a limited edition. The dolls for the girls, the action figures for the boys, capes, little props, fancy packaging, boom. And we can add some character posters and programs with the behind the scenes gossip, the making of, signed stuff. I'm gonna need her autograph, by the way. I need multiple copies of her autograph. But it works. And now here's the genius part. We market them as a collector's item, because if this really is the last show, and the whole city thinks it, and trust me, they do, then this stuff becomes rare. Yeah, now we're talking. That's when plastic becomes gold. We don't just sell souvenirs, we sell nostalgia. Before it happens, people eat it up, and they'll say, remember the blue rose? Remember Ivy? They'll cling to that and think it's gonna go away. But, of course, well, I need a little upfront investment to make this happen. I actually know a guy, and I'll take a modest, like 30% cut of the profits. 40 if we go for the full deluxe figure set, of course. And can you guys help me with this?
Yeah.
I mean, she's really good at it. She's already making a toy line for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you think it's not going to help, but at the same time, part of theater production is also it's going to get people to talk. So you get the figures out there, people see your actors. You get the posters out there, people see your actors. You get everything out there, and you get the buzz, you get talking, you get people buying your merchandise, and it'll just build up a crowd for the opening day.
But how do we know they'll actually go to the show? Because that's what we need. We don't need them to just buy stuff.
Like I said, they'll see the stuff and it'll gather their interest. It'll make them curious. I mean, like, imagine there's this like amazing superhero that everyone's seeing, that you're getting all the figures for and all the stuff for. Wouldn't you be curious to see if the real deal lives up to all the figures and stuff like that? And wouldn't you wanna go see that here if you could?
Yeah.
It's sort of stuff like that. You see the figures, it gets you curious, and you want to see the actual thing.
Not only that, but wouldn't the simple nature that there are figures make you think the production's that much higher quality?
And Anna points in, don't worry, I'll put your face on the packaging if you want, Gio. Produced by the legend himself. Instant resale value. And one of the Cricketots pipes in and says, yeah, my son is a big fan of Gerbils the Space Hamster.
There you are. You got a great merchandising opportunity here, and it'll get butts into seats just because they see that.
I'll let Dante and Nicholas do a persuasion roll. One of you can take advantage.
I think it's fair to say I don't have that.
All right.
I have a +1.
Well, 15. It's still pretty decent.
This is a degrees of
you-
success. Like, you can't fail this, but it's
I
like...
could put in luck points if you want. I only have 3 though.
I can guidance charge that.
Oh, yeah, I'll take Malcolm's guidance charge.
Let's do both.
All right.
Okay.
So it's a D4 for Malcolm's.
All right.
He's like,
3,
It's an
so that'll
18.
be
So 18.
18.
Let's just bump it up again with 2 luck points, so it's 19.
you mean
It'd be
20?
20.
Oh, just 1 for 1 here?
Oh, no. If you're going to bump in one more, it would only bring it to 18. Or 19. He says, well, I've never tried merchandising before, and I think we could do that if Lady Ivy's very demanding. I don't think she'll be up for recording her voice inside of dolls, but you could just hire some other actress. Kids will never know. And you could pay them in copper. Yeah, it's really easy. Oh, okay. I can see your reasoning behind this. And Anna wasn't able to come up with a third pitch. And so, what do you guys have?
I'd probably have more or less talk about like story beats, I guess.
What's your
Kind of like the things that are like proven to sell, like as books or other media that Anna might be aware of.
I mean, this is to convince Giovanni to kind of hire her. And you've succeeded 2, and you need 3, so you need a completely different way of making this production great.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna say the other thing about Anna is because her services are not just in marketing but also in purchasing and selling goods. We can get higher quality props and other materials from her normal dealings out there, and you'll get them at a discount. Whereas before, these props and things you would have to buy from a third party who will upcharge you for it. But if she's in-house, that's a discount.
Yeah, I could certainly do that. Getting props is actually quite easy. But we're actually using the university. The Professor Ozzy is coming in with her illusion-ish replicas to make some of the sets.
Well,
Maybe
if
not
there's anything I know is that illusions or magic or whatever tricks that she pulls in combination with practical effects make them more believable, more spectacular to an audience.
Yeah, you're going to want authenticity here. I mean, the illusions will be good, and we're not going to say don't use them, but you also want that extra bit of flair to make things look all the more authentic and make it look really stunning and spectacular.
Yeah, and if you got all of the mundane stuff out of the way, then you can use the illusionist to make the really big effects.
Not only just could it be getting props, but what about things like costumes too?
Oh yes, I never considered that. Well, I just bought the most expensive dress for her.
Are you sure
See,
that's
now-
going to be good? You might need something that like actually looks the part. Do you know what they actually wore back then?
No.
Might
Well,
be a good
then-
idea to do that. You got to make it look real.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a sample here. Even I had it looked over by Anna, but I actually made it myself, and he'll just kind of show off his Sir Callum costume.
Oh, oh, wow! It's just like the book that I got this from. It looks very accurate to the costume, or to the authentic deal. Wow. I'll let kind of you all pitched in this. I'll let Proteus have advantage, but the other three of you could forego it to give someone else advantage.
I might
Alright.
forgo mine
Yeah.
and give advantage to Nick.
This is where Malcolm's the one who rolls the
This
natty
is the weird
20.
one.
Can Malcolm forego to give double advantage? No,
No.
that's not how
No.
it works.
No. Malcolm, what's your persuasion?
0.
Oh,
I feel like ironically just Dante rolling normally and then Malcolm giving Nick advantage is probably the best. Because at least Malcolm gets a plus, or at least Dante gets a +1.
Yeah, so just regular persuasion.
Yeah, you get advantage because you kind of have
Okay.
the costume as well.
22.
you got 22,
Right.
16.
Dirty 20.
All right. Yes, I didn't. Especially the costumes. Will your merchant friend be able to procure us the costumes? Because that would be wonderful. Of course, I could do that along with the. I know another guy that not the toy guy, the clothes guy. I could definitely procure you costumes to your liking. I can get them as authentic as you need. Of course, I I might need a little, maybe like 25%ish, sorta, maybe. Certainly, yes. It's, I'm glad you brought your friend here. Yes, thank you. Well, let's get started. Do you wish to talk about these prospects you're pitching to me? I could bring you to my room in the back. You can take 5, everyone, as the crickets put down their instruments and begin dispersing. Yeah, certainly. I'll make sure I negotiate. Maybe a fair cut I get, and what you are able to keep. And I can guarantee you're gonna keep this place running if you get me on the team.
Congratulations. Looks like this is gonna all work out for you.
Yes. Yes. I'll discuss more things with your friend right now. You're welcome to all go about the theater as you wish.
All right. Yeah, I guess we'll just kind of wait for that because I imagine he'll want to do a dress rehearsal or something after this.
I mean, you could ask.
We have to wait for Anna anyway, so.
Yeah, fair enough.
This might take a few hours.
We should probably consider going back to speak with Estelle then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright.
If it's rehearsals you're gonna ask about, he says you can come on if you wish to do a rehearsal. Monday would be wonderful if you could show up.
All right. Well, tomorrow is Sunday, so that's fine.
You don't have to worry about dropping me off. I'll spend my time here, and I'll discuss. I'll negotiate with Geo here.
All right. Then, yeah, we'll leave you all to it and we'll head off on our own business then.
All right. And yeah,
All right.
the two go off into the back.
Yeah. Before we leave, I'll just message Nick and ask him, do you think that you have any pointers for the pit crew?
I probably could. I probably could help him out. Yeah, I've got a decent amount of musical talent.
Yeah. Do you think that would be something you could do before we leave, or do you think it would be something to save for when we come for rehearsals?
That's a good question. TM.
Camera turns to DM.
Well, they have dispersed. They're not kind of all.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
All right, then the rehearsals.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is.
Nick will say, "Yeah, I'll probably have to join you at rehearsals and try and give what pointers I can from there."
And what do you do from here?
Head to the hotel.
Head to the hotel.
All right, so you're just going to exit.
Oh wait, didn't we want to run to the apothecary to
We
get the
probably
thing?
want to see if we can. It's going to eat some time, but we might still be good.
What time is it, DM?
It would probably be around 4:30ish.
I
Can
think
we
we've
go-
got enough time to run to the apothecary, and then we'd have to take the lightning rail back again.
Yeah. You'd have to come back this direction to get to this lightning rail anyway,
Yeah,
right?
so this is going to be a bit of a trek.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
we
we-
might just want to pick up the stuff on Monday.
What do you think?
How
Dante? Do you
badly
think you're-
do we need the claws of elbowing?
I mean,
I think we should just wait till Monday.
I'll leave it up to Dante because these are his item. But what do you think?
I think I could survive without them for now. So
Okay, then yeah, we'll pick them. We'll pick them up Monday.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll just head back to the hotel.
Okay. So you leave the theater and go back to the lightning rail. You're gonna spend 10 gold to get aboard.
yep.
And choo choo.
You know what? I think at the very least, I think Nick's gonna just grab 2 passes for himself and Proteus.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because we're like tied up to the theater now, I think it's important.
Okay.
Yeah,
fair.
I think so. So yeah, Nick's gonna buy 2 passes, one for himself and one for Proteus.
All right. So it doesn't last a month, it lasts 30 days, but every time a day passes, I'm not going to keep track of this for you, but you just check it 30 times as each day passes, and once it hits 30, it's expired.
Okay, let me
I'll just put it in as 30 days.
Okay.
All right. And yeah, so 10
The rest
gold,
of you still have to pay 10 though.
Yep.
10 gold
Yep.
from Dante and Malcolm as they go to the but you're past this will last indefinitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you are at you exit to your hotel room, or the hotel, and you enter the door. Where when you open the door, just Estelle's there waiting for you.
I'm surprised you got
All
here
right.
a bit faster
Close.
than I thought.
Closed door, warded up.
Yep.
Now, tell me exactly what you four found.
So, to make a longish story short, we noticed a few Salandit doing some suspicious activity outside of town. So, we decided to follow them, and upon some we'll call it shenanigans. We found that they've got a secret underground bunker where they're creating this giant dragon statue, and they have 2 large chunks of the ether inside acting as eyes.
Yeah, it's like this big.
I assume it's a lot.
Like a basketball.
Oh, you mean the ether?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, this is a very serious issue.
Yeah, we figured just about as much.
I say this because not only are they using untamed ether, but the team that went into the den in Red River, the ether had a strange effect with mechanical constructs. It would seem is what the report told me.
Oh, this already doesn't sound pleasant.
Yes.
Strange how.
It's strange as in it seemed to come to life on its own.
That's really not good.
It patched up the damaged parts of a construct that looked like a dragon. And it seemed to adapt to the environment it was in, acting as an ambush predator.
That's very concerning.
And that
Yeah, it doesn't help that there are like 100 of the little guys running around.
Yeah, I guess Proteus will take out the blueprints and the little toy, and he'll say, "Don't touch this too closely, but this is essentially a 1 to 100 scale of what they were working on."
These designs are very foreign to me. That's much what people of this city and the school you're going to and the apothecaries and artificers over to the building to the west, they would know more about that. But if it's really this big, yes, this needs to be dealt with.
The question remains how. I don't know if we could take something like that in a straight up fight. I left something inside of it that, for the purposes of someone like yourself being able to use detect magic or not locate object to pinpoint where this automaton is, but that's about the best I could do.
The thing about the MDRA is we can't send our... Last time was a special exception, but we cannot send our students to go as mercenaries to fight other creatures that could... The reason we could in Red River is it was not... They were not Pokemon. They were beasts.
But these big Pokemon means that if you go all out and start striking, that could lead to some unfortunate implications for you guys, I imagine.
Exactly.
I don't suppose there's anyone you could know about or could ask to act as a mercenary to help that would keep this a secret, would there?
Well, it's, that was the whole point of hiring you for, is to deal with these things.
We're kind of that group.
Yeah. Well.
But I can still help you. She puts her bag of holding on the ground, and slowly she pulls out 3 briefcases, like very professional steel, latched, and one just dilapidated looking bag. And she puts the briefcases in front of each of you, and she puts the dilapidated bag in front of Proteus. Because of our operation in Red River, where we were able to procure a lot of the quarry of ether there, and we were able to procure it under Red River's noses and able to open the mine again after we strip mined it. And because of that quarry, I had some items commissioned.
Oh, I see. Nicholas takes the briefcase and opens it and looks to see what's there.
Inside, when you unlatch the two latches and open it up, kind of in an indentation of foam, is a silvered scimitar with a happy face on its hilt. Would Malcolm and Dante open up theirs?
Yeah.
Yep.
And Malcolm, for you, it's just 4 bracers. And
Ooh.
Dante, there is 2 sets of it's kind of they kind of look like gauze, but there's like 2 wraps there. First for you, Dante. Well, the MDRA does not. We do not understand or work with the divine magic that is gifted to you from your deity. It's something that is beyond us. But your martial arts prowess, I think it's about time you took a dip into the arcane. What you have there are foot wraps that are made from spell scrolls. You see, spell scrolls are usually consumed when you use them. If you have ever used such a thing, you probably have. But using the ether, we were able to create sort of a feedback loop in these foot wraps. And they are inscribed with cantrips that will not expire. And you can probably channel some higher level magics if, it might not be too often, but they are able to do that. And this is what they are, Dante.
Boy. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
And as you kind of like unravel them and you're kind of holding them in your hands, they just have like etched runes made out of like the iridescent light of the meteor. Don't worry, the whole reason we're doing this too is the ether. We at the MDRA are able to contain it and make it inert and safe to use to make items like these, so you don't have to fear putting them on. For you, Malcolm, you have these are bracers that go on each of your legs. You are a good sword hand, or a maul hand. You are quite proficient in them, and your unique talent, too, seems to augment this. So, we kept it simple. I kept it simple and requested. It just made you do what you do better. And, well, I'll let you use them in battle and you can see what they do.
Oh boy, a surprise!
And that's for what they do. As they kind of snap on and just give that kind of click as they kind of almost thrum with energy.
He's gonna start throwing bodies at people, isn't he?
It says Eldritch Wrath, and that triggers a neuron in my brain.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. A creature or grappling counts as an improvised weapon. Oh, my god.
And Well, you haven't joined the MDRA, Nicholas. I will hope you do consider the invitation eventually. I took it you favor the sword, so I kept it simple and augmented your powers with the entertainment as well. As it's a blade infused with ether and silver bonded material.
Huh. This is. Yeah, no, this is quite the neat thing, and you are correct.
Oh my goodness.
I do indeed enjoy using both my. Oh my god, I'm sorry. This is amazing. I do. I am very well versed in both the arcane and the sword. This is quite the impressive weapon.
As you kind of like move the scimitar, just kind of like you almost hear like clapping as you move it, and like cheering, like the ah of an audience. And don't worry, Proteus, I did not. I'm not cheaping out on you, for lack of a better term. As you just see this crappy-looking bag in front of you. This bag was made with the intent of our... As you notice, the robe I'm holding has several useful items on it, the standard issue of the MDRA. But there's also a bag of holding that we were able to somewhat fuse to create a very unique item.
Oh.
And this is Proteus's item is the only one that does not require attunement.
Oh, good, because that I wouldn't be able to use it if I could because of that sending stuff.
Oh, she does.
And speaking of which, you can unattune to that sending stone.
Oh, good.
Will you do that?
If Estelle says I can, I will do it.
And as you
Be
do
careful.
it, it just kind of like disintegrates. Instead, we'll be keeping contact with these as she hands 3 sending scrolls to Nicholas. Only use them for me. You understand? I trust you.
I understand completely, yes.
You have to also understand, at the MDRA, we have to be non-biased with the magical items that we sell. And, well, you can see these as a gift for doing a good job, but I would not be allowed to do that because the edicts forbade me from doing that. But she gives a wry smile. Let's just say these are to help you do your job better.
Yeah. I'd say these are perfectly serviceable for our services.
Very good. You won't be needing... Will you be needing these briefcases?
I mean, they look fancy,
Malcolm
but,
might.
no.
Yeah, Malcolm's just kind of looking at it, and he's swinging it around a bit.
Oh, yes. Yes, you can use it for, yeah, and as you swing it, it's like butter. It's just... This is not a weapon, but it's almost like it is.
It is now.
Oh God.
Yes.
Encounters with Malcolm will be a brief scenario.
You may keep the briefcase if you wish.
Thanks.
Well, and items like these are what we're striving to create. To contain this ether and make something useful out of it and understand it, rather than destroying it like the hallowed flame seems to want to do, which is an impossible task on its own, as the fact it's here already proves that. But please do not let them know about that.
Yeah, I don't intend on it.
Well,
Certainly seems like it needs to be controlled, even if it can't be contained.
and exactly, and that's what we are trying to do. Because even if we were able to destroy all of it, what if it came back?
Is that possible?
Another
well, I
meteor.
didn't.
Yeah, or something akin to it. If something otherworldly comes, it could spark this whole thing up all over again.
The concerns it was finding ways to grow in the ground.
Yes, it's despite what it how it looks like a stone, it has the properties to reproduce like fungus.
Honestly,
You'd have to
it might
destroy
come.
every last piece of it.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it might even, like you said, the question of destroying all of it might even just be an out of the question possibility. If it grows like fungus, then it could, if even the smallest piece could just be hiding somewhere far away, then, well, there you go. You're not going to be able to destroy it all. So so it could come back just because one tiniest chunk was just missed.
Yes, and the ones we use to make the items you hold in your hands right now, it is inert now. It will not reproduce. It's the wild one that needs to be contained.
Yeah.
It's raw and unstable. But
Yeah.
with these items, do you think you'll be able to handle what's down there and get the ether from that machine?
I think.
Oh yeah, I think we can work something out.
Yeah. I think. I think we more or less have to. They're planning on unleashing that into the city at some point in time, and we can't let that happen. So I think, yeah, we're gonna have to do this.
Okay.
We plan on first thing tomorrow. We plan on going back over there and doing what we can.
Okay. That is good to hear. Well, you can. I will take my leave for the time being, but if you need me, just use those scrolls, and once you run out of them, I will provide you with some more.
Understood.
All right, I will take my leave then.
Very well.
And she hops off, collecting her bag of holding, and she goes out the door.
All right. Well. Anything you guys
Hey,
wanna?
Proteus, I got this thing I don't need, I can't use anymore now. It's the cloak of protection.
The cloak of protection.
It's just +1 to all saving throws and +1 to AC.
Do you have any questions about these items?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still right now. I'm sort of just looking through my things, trying to decide what attunements I'm bringing.
Okay. I will say improvised weapons do not have masteries, Malcolm.
Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
understandable.
Well, are you sure you can't master?
Master the art of throwing bodies.
See, it's funny because the combination between your magic item and mine basically means I can just keep throwing random crap at you, and you can just keep throwing it.
Random
Actually,
crap.
yeah. If I give him like a flask of oil, that's an improvised weapon now.
Yeah.
It would probably be light and thus not apply.
No, if it doesn't
Oh.
say light, it's not light.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like
Light
a
just means
flask
like
of oil.
daggers and short swords and stuff.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe a combo we do is I just dump uh alchemist fire and oil on Malcolm's hands, and then just
It has to
go
be.
crazy.
There's a gold. It has to be 25 or less.
Oh yeah. Alchemist fire is it's too expensive. But oil is not. We can still hose things with all the oil we want and have Dante set him on fire instead. With his flurry of fire bolts.
To explain
It's-
that better.
she'll-
You could use the cantrips. You can cast the cantrips whenever you want. You can add them to your flurry of blows, or you can do a first level spell once a day, whether you put it on with a wrap or you just use one of your first level spells.
Right.
Does his applying
So
a first level spell scroll? Does he still pay the cost for that, like a normal spell scroll?
Yeah, it's used.
Okay.
Basically, it means I can put what would be an action on a bonus action.
Yes. But only
Which
for
it
first level
sounds-
Only for first level.
and flurry of
That's-
blows.
Yeah, that's still kind of freaking amazing.
Yeah, but with like the cantrip aspect of it, because you don't have any restrictions on that. Is it only one firebolt in the flurry of blows, or is it both of them?
It has to be one. Like, one of the flurries of blows.
It has to replace one of the unarmed strikes from your flurry of blows.
Yeah.
Okay. You can't go clock yourself up into triple firebolt territory.
It makes sense. He can't.
Yes, as fun as 6d10 would have been.
And it's only chill touch, true strike, and shocking grasp.
And only during a flurry of blows.
Yeah.
Those are the melee Mancy ones, so it makes sense.
Any other questions about these things?
Does the let me look at it. Does the whatever creature rolls one of your bardic inspiration die, does the +2 apply to me when I use it on myself, or does it just apply to others?
It basically, whenever your bardic inspiration is rolled, it'll be your bardic inspiration +2.
Okay, so even if I use my bardic inspiration on myself, I can get the +2. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's oh my gosh, that's really good.
Yeah, particularly for upcoming stage show, because that means bare minimum. If I roll a natural 1 on with your BI, I would do as good as you would have done normally.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if there are no more questions... Oh, are there more questions?
No,
Can I produce books from this?
Books are how much?
You said they were 1 gold.
Okay, yeah, that's yeah, you can do that, but you still have to read them.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if they're in the adventuring gear section.
Oh wait,
Actually.
no, then you can't. If they're not in the inventory gear, then you can't.
Let me look. They are part of the adventuring gear, yes.
How much are they there though?
They are listed as 25 there.
Okay, then yes, you can.
It's only just
Just
Why is a
exactly.
burglar's pack 16 gold? That's my question.
Okay. I heard Quill eyeing. Did you have any questions?
Nope.
Okay.
They're like, can I also produce maps? Because that gets into a very strange territory. So I imagine the answer is like no,
Um, it's
or they'd be blank.
they would probably be blank.
Yeah. So that way it doesn't turn into a flippin' GPS.
Yeah. But yeah. All right. So, are you guys gonna plan or anything, or do you want me to just roll the day over?
I think we can just roll the day over.
Gotta figure out what I'm gonna be replacing for attunements.
Yeah, I'm still figuring that one out myself.
Yeah. Because I guess it depends. What is our game plan for next time? Is it just smash and grab? Is it try to sneak past the front door and then just obliterate the dragon and make them surrender? Because I imagine they would surrender if we killed the dragon. So it might actually
I,
be a decent idea to try to sneak through, but
if memory serves me correctly, we like you saw the pathway and we saw the map. It didn't really look like sneaking was going to be a very easy option, just because they had so many just right there. There weren't like any alternate paths.
yeah, well, I can help with that. I while we sleep today, I could make a costume if we really needed to. The other thing is I could then silent image on someone else. If I attune to the other Jasmo Bob, it would mean that that silent image would just hang out with us the entire time, pretty much.
Uh, it might be difficult, but Nick with the Luda Bark, Nick can cast invisibility on himself or someone too.
Yeah, so
So
it's
the
like,
biggest problem is that if we sneak through and try and go after the dragon, we're probably going to be put in a position where, like, the rest of them will start swarming in because it's more than likely going to be loud. So
yeah,
we,
it's the plan is more or less like kill the dragon fast and break their resolve.
You can try that, but I'm more than happy to just crush some scrolls. I want to crush some scrolls. I've got this nice new thing. I want to smash things, guys.
my,
You
my
know,
biggest worry about going like straight after the dragon is just that we're going to have like suddenly 90 guys on us, and we're gonna, and
Have to
that's
deal
gonna
with them
be,
and the dragon at the same time, whereas if we took them out on the way,
we'd probably only have to deal with like 20 of them, but yeah, we'd probably only have to deal with 10 if we killed everything on the way there, but we'd probably also have a lot less HP.
I think I think just going I think just going at them in like waves and stuff like that is probably going to be our best bet.
Because that'll probably change what I want to attune to is why I ask like what's the game plan? Because last time we had like four different plans going in there. No one had the same plan and it didn't go super great. It didn't go bad, but it was like sometimes we were like
Yeah,
stepping
I
on each
our main
other's
pl-
toes.
let's
our
just go
main
straight
pl-
for the hole.
yeah, our main plan
Okay.
is go straight for the hole. I think we're gonna probably just go Rambo on them, take them out along the way, and then reach the dragon. That'll probably, while will it be less HP, it'll probably also semi-ironically mean we're probably wasting less resources.
Yeah, I'll probably take the Cloak of Protection if we're just gonna go guns blazing then.
All right,
I think,
it is yours.
I think I want to keep the cloak just for if there's a huge group of them, or not cloak, the robes they've got, the bewildering robes.
Mhm.
So that's only a one-time thing.
Yeah,
You never know when one time is going to be enough to turn the tide of battle.
yeah. I have the spider climbing shoes if we think we need to go up anywhere, but I'm pretty sure we're only going down, so.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, I suppose I could crawl on the dragon with those things, maybe.
You probably don't want to be on that thing.
I think,
maybe.
See.
How much time is left in the day?
It's probably hit around 6.
All right. Because I'm trying to think here. I only have one healing potion on me, so I probably need to either A, buy more, or B, make one right now.
Where am I in terms of healing potions? Low.
I think we're all pretty low.
Yeah, like we went into that last one with pretty low reserves for it, and I don't think fighting mech dragon is gonna be a good thing for your health. With
I need
Nick
at
has
two
least
a
potions.
base
3.
healing potion and a greater healing.
How much are greater healing potions?
We have to go shopping for that, so
44 plus 4, I believe.
I meant for the price.
Oh,
That would be. Let me see. Greater healings?
Yeah.
150.
Yeah. Well, I suddenly got $150 to spend, so.
and regular ones are how much?
50. If you have herbalism kits, you can buy them from 25, but you have to spend downtime making them.
Right.
Same goes for greater healings, and all the potions are basically half price, but you got to spend a day making them.
Yeah. Does the remaining time of the day count?
To simplify it, you just need to spend a whole day kind of doing that.
Ah.
so yeah,
Okay.
we don't have a whole day for it. So
Yeah, we gotta burn the money. I think 2 greater healing potions is probably the absolute most I would really need on me, just because that's pretty much a full heal on me, but would
Yeah.
probably it's most of my HP, so
It's 20 HP, which is pretty good.
yeah.
I think in my case, I want to get another greater healing, and then maybe like
Just to remind you, you're gonna have to go to the merchants avenue
Yeah.
again, but the MDRI potion shop is in the documents if you guys want to take a look through there.
Yeah.
it'll have to be something we do.
We're picking up things on the way there anyway, right?
Mhm.
So
we are.
actually, can we?
Are we?
If we go to the apothecary and then, lightning rail here and then buy potions and then lightning rail here and then head out. Is that enough time? I mean, in theory it should be. Because we just did that today.
You're gonna get a city encounter if you do that. Well,
Yeah.
have to roll for
It-
one.
The apothecary is the most dangerous place on the map. This is what I've learned.
Yeah.
Every time we go there, there's problems. Do we just hold off with the apothecary until we have a minimum of 2 items every time from here on?
I guess.
Like, I don't know. Because to be fair, the gloves are not attunement, right?
They're not, yeah, and that would just be a flat +1.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess, I mean, because to be fair, I don't know when the next item we can make from the apothecary will be, much less how useful it would be to us, to be honest. So I'm like somewhat inclined to pick up Dante's gloves now, because to be honest, everything else we make is just going to be for the purpose of filling out the list.
I wouldn't say that, but
Do you have something else on the list that you want?
no, I'm just saying once we fill out the list, new things are going to pop up that we might want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what I
okay.
mean is what remains on the list currently, we don't
Oh,
really
I see.
have
Okay.
much use for, so we're just going to leave it at the apothecary until the new options open up.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, maybe we just grab Dante's thing now as like the last thing we really want from the apothecary for a bit.
All right. So
Right.
if we're going to do that, is it just going to be Proteus and Nick heading over since they've got the free pass? While Dante and Malcolm go wait?
Yeah, unless you're buying potions, in which case you have to go to Merchant Avenue
Yeah.
and then over there.
Still one less stop.
Yeah, like I think I'm just gonna go over there, grab this thing, go back, and show up, and yeah. Because I need to go get more potions, or at least one more. Two greater healing potions probably is good enough for me.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Just to tell you too, they have like potions of fire breathing, water breathing, heroism, climbing, growth, and all that too. Just depends how much you're willing to spend.
Do we want to make Mal? How big is the dragon again?
It was gargantuan.
So,
Making Malcolm medium isn't going to help, I don't think.
no, it
smaller.
would. It
Oh,
would.
really?
Because the thing lets you grapple something 2 sizes larger than yourself.
That's
Medium
huge.
to
Oh wait, no, that's huge.
gargantuan.
We need to make Malcolm large for that to work.
Yeah,
Oh.
so making Malcolm bigger isn't gonna help.
We were so close to Malcolm destroying it with its own tail. Let's see. It's the same MDRA shop list, right? As it was before.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Heroism is still good.
Does the resistance potion include piercing damage?
No, it's only the elemental types.
The elemental ones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, the thing looked like it could breathe fire when I visited it. Looking at the picture.
I'll let you look at the schematic, and I'll let you do. I'll let you do. What would I make it? Arcana, I guess.
Yeah, well, it depends. If it's a spell, it's Arcana. If it's just normal machine stuff, it's Investigation, at least according to the...
Yeah, well, okay, then
Study action.
investigation then.
Okay. I mean, I guess to be fair, for me, it doesn't matter. No, 30.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
This thing could let me just see what this thing does. So, yes, it could breathe fire from the central head.
Okay. Do we want to invest in a potion of fire resistance for Malcolm then?
I was just about to say probably only for Malcolm, but that might be a good idea. Yeah.
All right.
Because for the rest of us, I don't think taking half damage is going to matter.
Probably not. No.
I mean, I'll have resistance to fire just being a fire type then for that.
Yeah, well, the idea is so that way Malcolm more or less has
Well, I have
one less
protection
thing to
from
worry
energy
about.
for fire damage, so yeah, giving it to Malcolm is fine because the rest of us has stuff.
Just natural resistance.
Yeah, I have
Most of
something for
us.
fire.
All right. So how much is that going to cost?
It's
300.
3 hundos.
All right. Do we want to split that cost, or is it?
I gotta do math in terms of what I'm spending.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Gonna Nick's probably. Should we before we start throwing our money around? Should we actually get there just to make sure nothing happens?
Probably.
No. Shopping takes up so much time, man.
Fair enough. All right, we'll just hope that nothing happens while we're doing this.
Just put
I
it
guess
down
it's
as
more of just-
pending like the other stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just open up Notepad and draw this on the side.
Yeah, I would prefer if I didn't have to pitch in, but I can pitch in for the potion. I just don't.
I'm just talking about the guys with over 1,000 monies. I know that you have to save up for Wizard College.
Yeah.
250.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm looking at my money as well. Let's see.
I'm spending about 400 already.
Be like 100 for each of you if you split it.
Well, if Dante's
I
spending
think-
400 already, then
Why are you
I'm getting
spending 400?
5 regular healing, 1 greater.
Ah,
I've got to worry about the contingency bin, man.
He's like, there's this thing on my arm. It eats my potions.
It does, but it's very useful.
let's see.
Yeah.
I was just
Well,
gonna
keep
buy
in mind
one.
you can just create normal healing potions once a day with the dragon vessel.
Right.
Yeah, Nick can put in 100 to get Malcolm his thing.
how about 150?
A 2-man split.
Fine.
Okay.
Still have about 600 left after the potions I'm looking at, so...
All right, subtracted all the money.
Me too.
Okay. And so your plan is to go to the apothecary, then the merchants, and then...
I think the goal here is specifically Malcolm and Dante are going to the merchants.
Okay.
Proteus and Nick are using the free pass in order to get to the apothecary, and then...
We'll all meet back up over here.
Yeah, that's the, I think, most time-effective way of doing things.
Okay, Nicholas and Proteus roll a d6.
Here we
Alright.
go.
Good. Wait, while we're sleeping, I want to try to make Ivy a better costume. With the robes of web.
Okay, what did I make you do last time? Like,
It's like intelligent sleight of hand or something like that.
yeah, to replicate the costume, I'll have you do that.
Okay. I want to see if I can make her more fabulous. So the gloves of thievery, they just say they give you a sleight of hand bonus, if I remember right.
Yep, they
They
do.
They were specifically Dex ones.
Oh wait, yeah,
It's,
they say dex.
Gloves of thievery.
I hate to be that guy, but I do kind of remember this.
Yes, it says Dex sleight of hand checks.
Yeah.
So they do not apply here.
This is a big thing I remember with Aiden.
Yeah. So then it'll be just that, and I am proficient in that. So. Uh, 22.
That's what you want?
I'm like, there's part of me that's like, that's above 18.
Yeah.
But there's the other part of me that's like, is that better than what we already have? Like, I guess, I don't know. How good was her dress before? Like,
It again, it like the stage performance, it looks like a lot of money was put into it, but it just kind of seemed not ill-fitting, but just kind of that passable.
yeah. Would this be better than that? Or do I have to get further beyond?
We want to put luck points into
I
it.
mean, you're putting like what you're doing is you're making it more authentic.
Yeah.
I think it's
So-
fine personally.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm just like, is it
Somebody wants to
22
see if we
high
can hit
enough?
24, but that's a lot of luck.
I will say I am keeping track of everything you're putting into this play. I have been, should I say.
All right. Well, mine was a 28. I remember that much.
Oh gosh.
Uh,
Do we have any ways of
fine.
boosting this if we want?
Guidance.
You would be asleep while he's doing this.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
problem. Is we're all asleep,
Yeah.
so we can't really help.
The best we have are luck points.
The best you have learned
Like-
luck points. I don't have any.
I mean, I have a free reroll from the bag now,
You do.
so I could try it. If it's bad, like we can just try again another day, right?
Well, it says if you fail an ability check, so
It's a
I don't
degrees
know.
of success thing, so like you can't really fail this, but you technically can if you want like kind of the best, right? So yeah, like
Yeah.
I'll allow it, but yeah.
Go for
be aware
greed.
you're gonna be using the new roll, and you got a 14. So,
Yeah. Well, go for greed.
Oh boy.
oh boy,
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it.
I
You
kind of
botched
figured
it.
that would be the case, but like I said, I can just keep trying until I succeed. That's why I'm like pushing for it. I won't. I'm only contributing the best.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you made a costume, but yeah, it looks kind of about the same as maybe like slightly worse than what she was wearing.
Yeah. So I'll try again. Sunday or whatever. Wait, no, today is Sunday.
Yeah, it is Sunday now. All right, you wake up, have your breakfast, and remind me of what you're doing.
Nika and Proteus are using their free passes to go to the apothecary, and Dante and Malcolm are doing their thing.
They're buying potions.
In the potions.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so Dante and Malcolm spend your money and pick up your items.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Proteus and Nicholas roll d6s for me.
All right.
Here we go.
4.
Two, okay,
Scraping
we're
by.
safe.
All right, yeah, I will say you kind of get to the apothecary and get to the drop-off box where they got your stuff ready. And it not as packed as, like, professionally as the MDRA. You kind of get them in just, like, a cardboard box. Like the gloves inside of there.
Can we use this cardboard box for stealth-related purposes?
It's too small.
I don't know.
Darn it.
Only if
I
you
don't know,
drink
Nick's
a
a cat.
potion of diminution and you
Nick's
are
a
small
cat.
to begin with.
All right, so yeah, we'll pick it up and then we'll take the tram to the bazaar, get our potions, and then take the lightning rail.
Well, I'm going. The guys already picked up our stuff, though.
Yeah, we already picked it up.
Oh, okay. Ours was counting for yours. Okay. All right, then yeah. Well, after picking that up, we'll take the lightning rail and head all the way over to our meetup spot.
Back to the
there.
meetup.
All right, so Malcolm and Dante spend another 10 gold to get back here.
Yeah, we guys spent an extra
Yep,
20 altogether.
already spent it.
All right.
I did not remember that part.
All
but
right,
I
you
did.
have rendezvoused, and yeah, the fields are in front of you.
Is it fair to say also that while we were on the train, I was able to just use the band and soak the potions?
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely do that.
Man, that would be a
Takes
weird
care.
sight on a train, just seeing some guy take off his ring and start dipping it in.
Oh,
By...
no, there's like people doing weirder stuff on the train, like just making these like
Yeah.
watches like kind of turn into like a satellite. They're like holding it up and like wandering around the train with it.
Oh,
Yeah, I imagine this is not the weirdest thing to happen on the train.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So yeah, you are back at the cornfield.
All right.
Took 2 hours to get here.
Second verse, same as the first. Well, this time let's do what we can.
All right. So yeah, I assume you're going to pull the corn stalk and go down there.
Yep.
All right. The hatch opens, leading to that tunnel that goes underneath. And you walk down the as it gets extremely dark, you come across the ladder once again.
All right. This information isn't accurate.
And you are up there.
All right. Are all of the traps redeployed?
Gotta look.
Well, you're kind of at the hatch. You're at the ladder with the missing rung.
All right. Well, the rungs being missing still is a good sign.
I suspect they still redid the traps.
You might want to check the rung below the one that broke.
Not too below it. We're gonna make sure the ladder isn't rigged.
You can do an investigation check.
All right. 14.
It doesn't appear like they did anything to it.
All right, good start. Well, like last time, I'm just gonna go up it and I'm just gonna open the hatch.
All right. So the others are staying below still.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take Malcolm's rope while you go up.
Yeah, my plan was to just throw a rope down after getting up here.
Okay. So when you ascend here, immediately right in front of you, you see two Salandits moving rocks. And like they're like lifting them above their head, and then they just look over at you. Ah! Let's roll for initiative.
All right. We look at them back and we say, "It is a good day to die."
Oh my gosh.
No, I needed you on the dress.
You should still be in initiative.
Oof.
Uh,
15.
I only got 5. Oh wait, no, I can get rid of this one. Yeah. All right. Yeah. There's no dragon shield. He's over there somewhere.
Yeah. Well, I guess everyone is 30 feet below me or
No.
whatever the ladder is.
They're 10 feet below you.
Okay, it's not that bad.
Yeah. Okay. So, you are based with them. They're carrying rocks. What do you do, Proteus?
All right. Well, I have the jump on them, so we're just going to wait. How does this work? The bag says I can use. You can retrieve and stow weapons as part of the action. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just gonna. Is it an action to drop the rope?
No.
All right. So yeah, first thing is drop the rope. Second thing is murder, true strike,
Okay.
rapier. Here we go. Uh, 16.
16 will hit him. Which one are you hitting, by the way?
The one on the left.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he is just super dead. 18 radiant damage.
Yeah, he falls. He like you slash him. It doesn't do anything to him, but then he drops the rock and he just gets flattened by it.
Oh,
All right. And then I move over here. And yeah, in hindsight, that should have been a short sword, but oh well. So therefore, for my bonus action, I'm going to uh make it so it looks like that there's more rocks here. Kind of like it's just impassable.
Okay. And he looks behind him and he doesn't see the little hidey hole. All right.
Ah. All right. Action, bonus action, movement. We are done here.
All right, Nicholas, it's 10 feet up. The
All right.
ladder.
Can I just climb the rope and get up?
He dropped the rope.
So can I climb the rope and get up?
He dropped the rope.
ah,
I thought-
shoot.
I think when he said drop the rope, he meant like not like literally drop it, like lower the rope. That's what he meant.
Yeah, that's what I.
Unfortunately, he
Listen
just BRB'd.
Yeah, unfortunately, just oh well.
Ah. Gosh darn it, Proteus.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. We'll retcon it if it's not. So I'll say yeah, he's dropping the rope.
Okay. Then yeah, Nick is gonna climb on up.
All right. So do you have a climbing speed?
No, I do not.
It's
I
gonna.
don't know why Cat doesn't have a climbing speed, but
So it's gonna cost you 20 movement to get up.
very well.
Yeah.
That's fine. So that'll be 25 to get there. And yeah, Nick's gonna pull out his new scimitar and true strike.
Okay.
Does the +2? I assume the +2 to attack roll still counts with the with true strike, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Figures much. 16.
That'll hit a kobold or sland it.
All right. Does radiant and oh wait, this is all radiant. Never mind. 15 radiant damage,
He falls down.
and that gets splattered by his rock.
Yeah. Or yeah.
We're murderous here, apparently. Anyways, 30 feet, and that'll be next turn.
Okay, they're gone.
We just assume that the rest of us climb up then.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're back in this area. It seems like they cleared it out somewhat. They were in the process of resetting the trap. It doesn't appear like they got that far though. since you can still see like kind of the opening where the rocks would fall.
All right, so that the thing above us is already open then.
Yeah.
All right. Malcolm's
They're
gonna kind of
working on
peek
this. They've
forward.
probably already done the rest.
Well,
Possibly, yeah.
maybe.
We'll need to be careful, but they probably somewhat know we're coming in any case, so it's not like it's gonna be too big of a thing. We'll just have to be as careful as we can. And speaking of being careful, Nick is going to cast Fly on himself with the Lute of Bards.
All right, that'll only last 10 minutes.
Yep.
Okay.
And yeah, he's going to fly to join.
All right. Yeah, before you see the same imagery as you did yesterday.
Do we want to just go back around the way we normally did?
Yeah,
Or
I
did
think
last time?
Yeah, I think the direct path is best. We don't need to explore and find out what they're doing. We know what they're doing.
Malcolm's kind of
Dante?
looking at the ceiling as he heads this way.
Okay. You can do a perception check.
12.
Okay.
Dante? Is Ice
Yeah,
perfect
he's
too?
just.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah.
there you are.
Yeah, he's just kind of looking at the crushed bodies with a sigh.
When now, writes later.
We gotta focus right now, Dante. You can give them their last rites later. And reminder that Nicholas is floating above the ground.
Okay.
Poor fools were misguided. They didn't deserve this. And yeah, he's gonna follow.
Well, you say that, but they're gonna unleash a dragon on the entire city that's gonna kill like a zillion people.
Yes, but that's at.
I think they deserved it.
It's not their idea so much as it was an idea planted in their heads.
And I'm not that stupid, Dante.
Okay. Where do you go?
Is the stone actually still there?
No, it would have been moved out of the way.
Do we want to cover the hole up again?
I mean, if they leave us while we're down there, I would consider that a good thing.
Yeah, give Dante less work.
I suppose that's fair. We're not after them, we're after the dragon. So yeah, I think leaving that there will be fine.
It was that way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we hugged the right side.
You notice right here the pile of boulders has not been moved. That wall collapse.
Uh-oh.
Okay, it was the other direction then.
No, I think we just have Malcolm.
There was a way around going.
Yes.
Yeah,
There was.
We went
Yeah,
to
he
the
points
left.
that way.
There
There
was. Pretty
but-
tight path, though.
And they probably got traps. Well, there were traps that we didn't even press there, and they still probably got traps around the place in general, so
Dante doesn't have Misty Step or anything like that, right?
Right.
I think our best bet is to clear the way, not to especially considering we know that they probably have less traps this way due to the blockage. I think our best bet is to clear the way and not play their game.
Okay, but you guys gotta keep watch while I'm opening it up.
Yeah, I'm like,
It will take 10 times D4 minutes. As it did
Who wants
last
to roll
time.
that?
Yeah, I'm like, during that time we can cast ritual spells, though.
But
Roll that.
Nicholas's fly will expire.
We don't want that to happen. Let's just go around, guys.
All right, but we're gonna be probably facing traps, so
Oh, we'll just have to keep an eye out for them, won't we?
it
Yeah.
was
Investigation.
it was this way.
No, I could have sworn it was this way.
It leads to the same place.
Yeah, you see those sharp stalactites on the ceiling.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of
Yeah.
a previous room.
Can
No.
I tell what even triggers these things?
Do in either perception or investigation for it.
Well, there's only one answer for that. Dun. 19.
Yeah, scouring the floor and the stalactites, it's like there's nothing here. There's like no, it doesn't look like there's any mechanisms to make them fall. It doesn't look like there's any pressure plates on the ground. Even like illusion shenaniganry.
Shenaniganry.
Yes, you don't see that going on here too.
You know what? I think that magic guy was just gonna shoot him.
You know, that's actually a fairly decent possibility. There was that magic guy there, so
Well, either way.
Just in case, let me go first.
all right.
And go
All right.
fast.
Wait, Malcolm.
Okay.
Stay right there.
Okay.
As you do that, this guy's gonna jump out and
Of course.
roll an initiative at a disadvantage.
Yeah, I was pretty sure there was a dude waiting to do that once we said it.
Wowie, I got a 17.
He only got a 15. Really? Wait. Yeah, it's only a 15.
No, that's a 12.
As he
I
starts
don't
like
know how to do a disadvantage here, so
he starts incanting a spell where he's like levitato.
Oh my gosh.
got 8.
I try to cast levitate on Malcolm and throw him into the spikes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so like as he's trying to cast levitate, Malcolm, you get to go first. No! Levitate! No! Levitato!
Double that 20.
Well, he's dead. He's dead.
I got a shiny, guys.
Malcolm, no!
Fucking.
Okay, the scale sorcerer is dead.
Super dead.
Sweet
Mega
trap
dead.
averted.
I imagine there's some horrible thing of paste on the wall.
On the floor, the wall, the ceiling. You guys,
Malcolm, what
maybe.
did you do?
I solved the problem, guys.
He spin dashed.
Yeah,
He pushed the A. He moved fast and then pushed the A button.
So that's the problem solved, all right.
All right, let's go peek around the corner before we actually, get shot or something.
All right, you're gonna look. You can move your. Do it. You're gonna stealthily peek.
Yeah.
All right, do a stealth roll.
All right, it's still dark in here, right?
Yeah, it's pitch black.
Yeah, so I have oh, it's pitch black.
Yeah, you're
Then,
underground.
Okay, 26.
Yeah, you can peek around the corner.
All right.
So you
He
can.
literally couldn't fail.
There you go. Yeah, you see. You don't see anything. It looks like a corridor.
All right, we're gonna keep moving. One by ones are a bad place to go to, so I'm gonna go this way and see how bad it is to be in the one by one.
Okay. Are you gonna go into the one by one?
I want to make sure that it's not like rigged to collapse on your head or something.
All right, do a perception check.
Back to the nothing land. 16.
Looking at it, it doesn't seem like there's anything amiss.
I'll give it a 50-50.
Malcolm, do you want to test that 50-50 out?
Okay.
I mean, it's not us I'm worried about. It's this guy I'm worried about.
Yeah, Malcolm, you're walking. You're walking. You're walking. Yeah.
Does this
Kind
look?
of stops right here now that there's a corner that would have to be peeked around.
All right.
All right, invisible ink mode. Peek around the corner stealthily.
Does this tunnel look like it's difficult for medium creatures to squeeze through?
No, you can walk through it. It's a little tight, but you can walk through it.
Okay.
You fall down. Deck save.
Oh,
There it is.
I love being the largest member in the party.
Well, you're not the one flying too, so that's the problem.
That is true.
Well, you're good at deck saves. So.
Wait.
15.
I have feather fall.
Well, he manages to save himself, and
Okay, he's fine.
yeah.
This is why I took feather fall in this time. Spikes hurt way less when you don't hit them at full speed. All right, yeah, peek around the corner job.
All right, you're still kind of invisible right now, so I'll let you peek
Okay.
around the corner.
Boo. No geezers.
Nope, that doesn't seem like there's anyone here.
Okay. I'm gonna get over here and I will once again investigate the tunnel for more shenaniganry.
All right, you can do investigation or perception.
Alright. I want to make sure that he doesn't get got when he's almost crossed the finish line here. 19.
So where are you looking?
Back into the tunnel if there's traps on this line here.
There's one right here.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be hard because I don't think you can jump past corners.
Again, if it's made so small creatures don't trip it off.
All right. So, I have one idea that might get him across. It's an idea I tried once before as Tourmaline, and it ended up with me going into lava.
Here, let's try. Let's keep it simple. Excuse me.
Oh wait, Dante, do another deck save.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Nick's gonna fly over and let you.
No!
Okay, so this one, it's actually a spring trap that catapults you into this one.
Malcolm's gonna
Wait.
try to grapple him because that's what Malcolm was gonna do. He was just gonna try to hold Dante's hand so that if he falls, he just holds him up.
All right, I'll let you do your reaction to. Well, I'll have you do a saving. No, how do I want to do this? I'll have you do a DC 15 Dex check.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems like it makes the most sense.
I think you're falling, Dante.
You're being like, pong!
Yep,
Oh my
6.
gosh.
And like he just falls down the like he lands on the ground
Well,
here, and then
he's
he
in
falls
my
down.
vision now. Feather fall.
It's okay. So you gonna stop his impact? Well, okay, yeah. if you're just gonna feather fall, he's gonna just kind of harmlessly land on the kind of between the poisonous spikes. So yeah, you're okay then.
All right. I don't have many of those.
Let's hope we
Malcolm
don't need
lets
to use
down the
many
rope.
mills.
All right.
And they'll climb back up.
Yeah, you get out of there.
Yeah, you're in fire mode right now, right? For the
Yes.
fire. So yeah, that would have been really bad.
Nick does have less restoration, but it's best we don't need to use that.
It's better to use a first level slot than a second.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you guys go from here?
All right. We're gonna go this way.
Yeah, probably peek first.
Okay. Yeah, you can look. You're
All
invisible.
right.
Well, I'll have you do it again after that little incident. Right
Okay.
there. Yeah.
30.
Yeah, you're good. You can look around the corner.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there's the hole, and it doesn't appear like anyone is in here.
All right. I'm gonna AAA game my way over here and then peek around to see if there's anyone on this side.
Wait, are you guys moving?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh. I'm scared.
Are they hiding in the boxes again?
You can continue moving.
Well, either way, I want to
Okay.
see if they peek around, see if there's guys on this side that would be able to see us from this angle, but not
After the
Do
two traps.
the other way around.
do a perception check, because that's what is pertinent right now.
That is true. 17.
There are noises coming from up here in this direction. It sounds like talking.
All right, we can just
In
elect to
complaining.
ignore. I will do the shushing
All right.
somatic component to Malcolm, who will also probably, hopefully, continue it down the line.
All right, and there is a rope going down.
Yeah, a rope
Still
that we
oily.
already confirmed is
Let's
trapped.
just throw our own rope and just go.
Oh yeah. Malcolm will drop our own rope.
All right.
If we have to, I can just feather fall all of us down there.
Nah.
I mean, I have fly.
Save that.
Yeah, let's just go down our own way. No reason to fight them here. If they freak out and start going down their rope there, that's their death trap used against them.
All right. So you could press the center of the. Well, you can place your tokens in the center of the hole.
Teleportation, yeah, Scooby Doo wop wop wop.
Oh, whoops.
Goodbye.
There are several crates in front of you.
Goodbye. I was moved.
I'm going to.
Eh.
You can move like right here. Okay, wait.
Okay.
Where's Nicholas? Or no, Nicholas is right there. Who's missing?
Brody,
Proteus.
Brody's gonna end it back in the.
Oh, okay.
I was banished by a sheep.
Okay. There you go. Here, I'll label it. This is the tile to go. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so as you descend the rope, you are in a area with several barrels and several crates in front of you. And you see several little heads poke over the crates.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, looks like the stealthy route was out on the outset.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I was like, I figured that they were here.
All
I'm
right.
still worried there's some hiding in these barrels.
Let's get started then.
Get them! They shall be used as sacrifice. Yeah, you
Oh,
can roll for
goodness.
initiative.
Are you sacrificed to something you
Ooh,
made with your own
baby!
two hands?
Malcolm's ready to go today.
Oh gosh.
Hmm.
Oh gosh, we're all ready to go.
We came in here with the goal.
We have one goal: murder.
Sorcerer got pretty good at that. And the dragon shields got pretty bad. All right. So, Nicholas, it's about 30 feet high in this room for the sake of flying. You can use the token counter to signify your height.
Yeah.
All right. So, and you are going to be going first. They're taking cover behind crates right now.
All right. Well, crates don't matter. When how high up would he have to be for them not to get half cover?
The crates are only 5 feet, so you just kind of they are kind of against them too, so you'd have to get kind of close to.
I got 50 feet of movement, so if I go like here and then go 10 feet in the air, would I be able to hit them without half cover?
They'll still have a little bit of cover, but not total cover.
Hmm.
You have to kind of get
Yeah, that's
right
fine.
above them.
Alright, you know what then? I'll have them stay ground level for now and just zoom over here with 50 feet of movement.
All right.
And he'll attack the one right next to him.
All right.
Oops, not 1d29. 28.
That'll hit him.
Gosh.
Uh, 10 radiant.
Ow! This is one of the ones like decked out in trash can shields. And...
Alright, well, I have a second attack. Oh, fudge. Yeah, that does. I doubt a 10 hits.
No, that it deflects your mighty blow with its trash can lid.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Okay. You doing anything else?
So would what these guys have actually be considered? I mean, they're wearing trash cans and stuff, but would it be considered ferrous metal?
Yeah, it's made out of metal.
Okay, then I'm finally going to be able to use this. Nicholas will use with his bonus action, and Nicholas will use the ham scale aura.
Okay.
So, within a 20-foot radius centered around him, this will count as difficult terrain for all creatures
Okay.
that have armor.
Okay. It would only be the dragon shields because these guys are not wearing any metal.
What about Malcolm? Is that going to affect him?
Oh,
I think
it
it's
is
just
all
of your
creatures.
choice.
Well, let me look. Oh yeah, creatures are your choice. So yeah, he'll just say
Okay.
that doesn't affect Malcolm, and you'll be fine.
Okay.
And yeah, that'll be his turn.
All right, Dante.
Okay. They're behind cover, so this is weird because you said it's all creatures.
No, of
That creatures have. Yeah, so Dante's not included either.
Oh goodness, there's a lot more of them than I thought there were. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and try to clean up after Nick here with this first one. So that way I have an angle, and I'm going to go ahead and firebolt this guy.
Okay, make an attack roll.
8. Yep. Okay, that's an 18.
That'll hit him.
Do 2d10. 9 fire damage.
Kind of just like sets his like chest on fire. He just kind of waves it off.
Okay, and since that was my... Oh, wait. Well, I've already spent all my movement. The best I can really do is just bonus action.
You could always get behind more cover with the dash.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I'll bonus action dash to move over here.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right, it'll be Malcolm's turn next.
Gonna roll up on top of this thing. And okay, let's rage. 10. What does that win us?
New one, I think.
My melee attack, I shed bright light in 30-foot radius, and dim light in an additional 30 feet. He's wreathed in rainbow flames, and his melee attacks do an additional amount of fire damage equal to my rage damage. So rage damage is doubled effectively.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, so we're going in with the halberd. Reckless attacking. Over 20. Plus 10 plus... Okay, so he does 12 now. 19 damage.
All right, and you can shove him or grapple him as well.
I would like to cleave first, if at all possible.
Okay. Well, I guess you can't do that because... Or yes, you can. It's after the fact. You just won't be able to hit him again with a heavy weapon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alright, so cleaving. Here's the attack roll. Same roll.
All right, that'll hit.
20 damage. And then he's going to grapple the one that he attacked. I don't know if he can grab either one of them because of the cleave. I'll leave it up to you.
I'll say the initial one is the one you attacked.
Okay.
Yeah. So he makes a... So your grapple save DC is your strength plus 8 plus your proficiency as usual.
Okay, that's a 16, I think.
All right. And he's going to use Dex, obviously, to avoid this. No, you're holding him.
All right, neat. Now I'm going to smack him into the other guy.
Okay, yeah. You could, he counts as a heavy weapon for the sake of, everything.
One higher than last time.
That'll
so
hit
that's
him.
D12 plus 12.
That he has only 5 HP left.
Okay, well, I did 17, and the guy that I was using as a weapon takes 7 more damage. Does my increased rage damage apply to that? Because
no.
hang on.
It takes your strength plus your proficiency.
Okay. In that case, it's 8 damage.
Yeah. All right. So you're currently grappling this guy.
Yep.
You've had to put away your other weapon though to do that.
Yes.
So this guy's taking like 26 damage
Yep.
in total.
Yep, and that's Malcolm's turn.
Okay, so you're currently holding this guy. You flattened the other guy with that guy. Proteus, it's your turn.
Well, that seems to be a very effective strategy. How does this work? Good question. I should have thought of this beforehand. Let's see. So the guys behind the boxes have total cover or half cover?
Total. They're small and they're behind 5-foot boxes.
Okay. Do the boxes look destructible?
You could destroy the boxes, yes.
All right. Actually,
They're sturdy wooden crates, but you could.
all right, here we go. Let me get my tool out again. It's a 20-foot sphere. Oh, beautiful. And then I'll have to move 5, 10, 15 feet, and I'm gonna chuck the bamboozler at him.
All right.
Okay.
So they gotta make dex saves, and I gotta go get the little list out again.
I think 2 of them passed. That would be going up the list. It's the 2 behind here passed.
Wait, it's not a d20, it's a d10. Do you want me to keep the 3 or re-roll it as a d10?
Reroll a d10.
Okay. 1. All right. Well, that's maybe useful. And then they all take 15 acid damage. The ones who passed have half as much, and then who failed among them must also make a Constitution saving throw.
Well, they would take 7 damage regardless, so.
You popped one that wasn't in the AoE.
Yeah,
Oh.
The one over here,
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
in the AA.
Alright.
There's a guy over there.
So, how much damage do they take if they failed?
15.
15. Okay, and a con save, you said.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. All right. Well, it looks like he can still regain HP. All right. Well, I would say effective use of the bamboozler. Let's hide now.
Okay.
I'm hidden.
Okay. The scale sorcerer is just gonna go ah and start running.
Oh.
It's fine. I have a plan for this.
Okay. Say what this landed. It's gonna start running too.
All right. Multiples of them running. I have less plans for.
This is a problem.
Okay. The dragon shield is currently grappled by Malcolm, being used as a weapon. He's gonna try and use his action to get out.
Okay.
So he's gonna make a acrobatics. Not that it matters because he doesn't have it, but oh, I think he got out.
Neat. You got out.
Yeah. And then he's gonna try and he can't disengage because he used an action. So he's gonna say, "Oh, please, 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 spare me, please don't kill me. Don't kill me, please.
That's up to him. He points to Nicholas.
Nicholas.
Well, let me put it like this. I better see you be running, and he points over towards the hole. I better see you be running that way, and I better not see any of your friends up there coming down.
Oh, yes,
Do those and you're fine.
Yes, I will go that way. Yes. And, he is going to do that unless any of you do something to him.
And if he's running towards the hole, then no, Nick. Well, I guess it's up to Malcolm, but Nick's gonna.
Malcolm will let him go.
Okay, he will run away.
If he's
Wait.
running that, yeah, Nick pointed.
He
this
pointed
way.
this
Oh,
way.
that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he'll go that way then.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said go into this hole and make sure none of his friends come down this way.
Yeah. Okay. He went that way. You see him climbing the rope.
Okay.
It's a good thing I didn't light it on fire like I was thinking of doing.
All right. Do you guys intend to do anything else, or?
Probably pursue the guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll just roll it back to Nicholas's turn.
Okay.
Yeah. How long does your Ferris aura last?
Until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
And it's the start of my next turn, so it's gone. All right. Let's go. Start by going 30 feet just to see where they are. Alright, let's see.
And they seem to get the dragon mummy! Get the dragon mummy!
Alright, let's see. I want to... Yeah, okay, that works. Nicholas is going to cast Entangle to use his racial once-a-day thing to cast Entangle on these two. They need to make strength saves.
Alright. It's a scale sorcerer and a normal one. Yeah.
DC is 15.
Alright. They have the same mod, so I'll roll them both together. That will be a 13 and a 10.
Okay, yeah, they are both currently entangled.
Alright. Where's restrained? There it is. Okay. Yes, you have restrained them.
Alright. Let's see. Yeah, Nick is gonna use his bonus action to give Malcolm a bardic inspiration. And then he is gonna move his remaining 10 feet forward. And that'll be his turn.
Alright, and we're gonna go to Dante.
Okay. I still can't really see them from here, so I'm gonna have to dash.
Wait. Stop
Oh,
right
no.
there. Do a dex
Oh, no.
saving throw.
You're...
Dante's just having the worst time.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
Okay, so I'll
21.
I'll say you managed to catch yourself, and that used 10 movement to. But where do you go after, like?
Shoot, hold up, I have to remeasure this now.
Yeah.
Goes there to there. 5, 6, 15, 20.
Do another dex saving throw.
Oh, for crying out loud!
God!
Oh.
Down. All
Yeah, I
right.
can't save you there.
You you're going to take a D. So you're going to take 5 bludgeoning damage.
And how much poison?
Only 1 poison, but do a con saving throw.
So 6 altogether. On save. Oh, you're kidding me.
All right, and you are poisoned for the next minute.
Ugh. I assume now I've just lost my movement.
You're prone on the ground right now,
Yeah.
with like a spike going through your leg.
Ow.
All right. Yeah, you are. It's 10 feet down. Yeah, Malcolm.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay. Oh, interesting. They're not how I expected they would be. 1 second. Oh, interesting. It still hit. Okay. So he's going to So this is kind of interesting. Actually, I don't think it applies here, really. It does. So my Javelin of the Scorpion, it has a long range of 120,
Yeah.
but the bracers specified that if something... let's see here. Rageful Arsenal... Oh, it says for melee weapons. This is a ranged weapon. Never mind.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just reckless attack at the Scale Sorcerer.
You don't need to reckless attack. Attack rolls against restrained creatures have advantage.
Yeah.
Magnificent. Over 20.
Yeah.
No, exactly 20.
Yeah, that'll hit him.
8, and it's going to bounce to the other restrained one.
All right.
Almost an at 20.
Yeah, this is probably gonna down him, but roll the damage.
10.
Yeah, that downs him.
All right, and I'm gonna throw it at the Scale Sorcerer again.
Okay.
Oh, that's not so good. 14.
I think he has. Yeah, he has 15, so that misses.
Aw. Sad day. Okay. Or I could use the Bardic Inspiration. Is he worth it? I think he might be worth it. Because he does magic things. So I'm gonna roll d8. Plus 4.
That will
6.
hit him. Oh yeah,
Oh,
6.
plus
6
6.
more damage.
Or 6
Okay.
more to attack is what that would.
Yeah,
be.
6 more to
6
attack.
more to
He wasn't
attack.
rolling damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
So d6 plus 7. 9 more damage, and I'm going to pull him toward me.
Oh,
Oh, except for he's gone.
Yeah. He falls down.
Got him.
His body just probably flies past Malcolm into the wall behind him.
Yeah, and you're
Planets are small.
out of combat.
All right. I have a plan to avoid brawling with everything down there all at once.
Malcolm's going to help Dante out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You need to do a bunch of con saves or wait a minute for the poison to... Oh, wait, no, the poison... The poison would last 10 minutes unless retreated.
Okay.
Someone has the ointment. It's fine.
Yeah, Dante took damage during that, so probably we should ointment him to top him off anyway.
It's only like 6 HP. But yeah, poison.
I mean, the ointment's what, 2d8?
It's like 2d8 plus 2 or something like that.
Yeah, it's
You
like 2d8 per charge.
Yeah, I say we use it then because we could always roll low with it.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know who has
2d8 plus
it.
2. And
The
poison.
one that I have is not the one we got last time, so I don't know who's got the one with like more charges, but I want to save that one in case I fall in a hole.
Uh,
I assumed you had it, so you probably got both of them.
Okay.
I think we gave it to Proteus, so yeah.
So does this mean I effectively had like I don't know how many charges did the last one
Six.
have?
They were both full things, or was it like
The one you got yesterday from Rebecca had only 3 left, unless you used
Okay.
one on Proteus. And I don't know. I'm
Okay.
not tracking your stuff, so I don't know.
So
You
that
did
gives
one on
me if we're assuming that I had it because I thought someone else took it, that means I have way more of this stuff than I thought I did. And I'll use one on the Dante.
okay?
All right, let's see how good it is.
Very good.
13.
All right. Poison
Tough
is gone,
off.
and you are healed.
All right. So in order to keep them from fighting us, I say that we have. I use or silent image and minor illusion to conjure up the space hamster to tell them that he wants his disciples to 1v1 the dragon bro.
Okay. Where is it? So we'll just.
I'm saying that
was
I'm
gonna
discussing the
tell-
plan with
Oh,
everyone
okay.
to see if they are on board with it.
Well, if it's a silent image, how is it gonna tell them that?
I'm an illusionist.
Well, I think what they're probably gonna do is they're just gonna try to attack it.
Yeah.
It
Well, they
does
want the
seem
dragon mummy to kill the space hamster, right?
Well, yes, but you're basically having your silent illusion as the space hamster say, hey, have these guys fight the dragon, but they're going to activate the dragon and attack the space hamster right away.
Yeah, it'd probably be better if we showed
Well,
up.
no,
And
I'm gonna make it look like a ghost or message or apparition of some kind.
I don't think they're going to. These guys don't exactly look like the intelligent sort that would get that.
I'm pretty sure that even they know what a ghost is.
Well, if
I don't think it's a good idea.
I don't think it's gonna work either, but I guess if you want to try it, we'll end up in a fight either way.
I really
Because, I
think
mean, they were running down that way to try to get it activated because of us. So if we can go down there while it's not activated, that could give us an advantage to take out any of the extra guys before they get it activated. Otherwise, we're going to have to fight them all at once.
I would agree with Malcolm on that. I think it's better if we can avoid them activating it altogether.
That's an inevitability. The question is if we can influence when and where they activate it.
Right,
Yeah,
but if you send
and-
in the illusion and they activate it immediately, then we're in bigger trouble.
And then they send it this way. Because then all we have to do to fight it up here is cut the rope, right? And then the rest of them can't come back up this way.
I
Malcolm's
don't
shaking
think-
his head.
Which
Yeah.
is huge.
I don't think that's going to work.
All right. Well, barbarian plan it is then. Let's just go over to the hole and shoot people. I'm also reclaiming my grenade.
Okay. Where do you move? Who's taking point?
Before we move up, I'm going to look for traps as we keep moving forward.
Okay. You could do an investigation roll. Or a perception roll, because you're kind of looking forward. Not in, like, one central area.
21.
You are pretty sure, well, as you look behind you, there's one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, and one there. And the two you activated.
And forward.
Yep.
I'll say you have like 5 minutes left on flying.
Oh no, I don't have any minutes left on flying. I used a taggle.
Oh, right, okay. Okay, you see a large room before you, Malcolm. There is a pit going... well, I guess you don't really see it yet, do
Yeah, I
you?
can't quite see it. This is as far as I can see.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm giving off all that light, which actually still only goes that far. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay, what do you do from here?
Maybe we should see what's in the barrel.
I don't know if we should touch them.
They're either trapped or they're rations or supplies.
Malcolm's going to use a charge of detect magic to see if he can, or magic sense to see if he can, if there's anything magical within them.
There's something magical. How far does it reach out?
60 feet. So as far as he can see.
Oh, okay. There's something magical in this barrel and this barrel.
We got magic, guys, right there and right there.
I wonder if that might be the ether.
We may have to check.
Should we just throw this barrel at that barrel and see how it goes?
But Malcolm, as you go into this large corridor, you hear a snarl
Uh-oh.
come from here. And you hear, "Who are you?"
Malcolm.
Yes, who are you?
Malcolm.
As from the hole, a draconic head slithers up. One red and one black. Then 3 others join.
Hi.
And they all regard you.
Remember that thing about these things coming to life?
Fortunately, I can't actually see it from here.
Prostrate yourself before me. Yes! One head actually looks like Hemlock.
Oh, what's
Oh.
that mean?
Bow before me, your worm. I am your queen.
No, thanks. It's...
Do not defy me. I shall incinerate you.
Let's be honest, you were just gonna do that anyway.
Well,
Do a dexterity saving throw. Malcolm, as the red head opens its mouth and prepares to. Actually, don't do the. Roll initiative, actually.
Well, this seems fine. I am fine.
I like my old initiative better.
Okay.
I don't even know what we're up against. So I don't know if this is our quarry or if this is just a bump on the way.
I'm assuming our quarry, but
Well, it's got a lot of heads, so
But how big is it?
pretty big.
We're talking like 5x5 house big.
Almost.
All right, so this is probably the reject then.
Okay. Yeah, so you don't got any slandits right now. Yeah, Proteus will be the first to go.
All right. Well, I don't know what's going on, so I'm just gonna bonus action hide first.
Okay. You can do that.
24.
You think you are hidden.
Okay. I've been eaten by a wall. Go fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see. Yeah, and I'm going to use Phantasmal Force on it.
Okay.
This shouldn't reveal me because it's an illusion.
When you try to take hold of it, it doesn't work.
All right. Well, this is not a charm, so that means that
Illusion, isn't it?
it's just an illusion, most likely. Or it has no brain. Is that a possibility? I don't know.
We're about to find out.
All right. Well, have fun, guys.
All right. So the central redhead opens its mouth, and you see its gullet start glowing red, and I need Malcolm, Dante, and Nicholas to do dex saving throws.
Yep, figure as much.
Boy.
20.
Oh, that's a pass.
19.
Oh, that's a pass.
23.
Those are all passes. So
Nice.
this is going to be 10d6.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's being piloted. That's why. It's because there's multiple creatures in there. So
You're
it
going to take
keeps-
15 fire damage between the three of you. Well, you're all going to take 15 fire damage
And resist it.
as just this flame incinerates you.
Oh, whoops, that's not right.
So I only take 7.
All right. Malcolm.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 40. He's going to drink the fire resistance potion and maintain rage with the bonus action.
Okay.
The potion is well, actually, yeah. Can we drink normal potions as an action? Because they're normally bonus actions.
I'll let
now.
you do it just for the sake of it. 'cause-
Okay. I mean, if I had to do it as a bonus action, that works fine by me.
Yeah.
All right, so I could do it as a bonus action?
Yeah, you can do it as a bonus action. Like
okay.
all
In that
potions
case-
now are bonus actions, is what Fire Alley said.
Neat. Okay. In that case, I will do that, and then with my attack, I will. I'm not going to do this recklessly, but I'm going to use the javelin.
Okay.
Only 14.
It misses.
All right. Second one. Only 11.
It also misses.
All right, and that's Malcolm's turn.
All right, Nicholas.
Nicholas is going to move 30 feet in, see exactly what we're looking at, and he is going to use his loot to cast protection from energy fire on himself.
Okay. as this barrier engulfs you.
And bonus action, he'll give a bardic inspiration to Malcolm, and that'll be his turn.
All right. Yeah, you have a bardic inspiration, Malcolm, and Dante, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and actually move so I can see this thing. Actually, hold on. I don't want to be near these barrels now that I think about it.
But they're magic.
Magic.
And I think the best thing to do here is just going to be to cast range. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, Proteus is not in range, but I'm going to cast Bless.
All right.
So, Nick, Malcolm, and myself have Bless.
All right. We'll go to. Are you doing anything else?
Since it's my action, I can't really do anything.
All right, Proteus.
All right. So we have damaged it, right?
No, you have not done
No.
any damage to it.
Okay, then I'm going to take the study action to see if this thing is real to begin with, and if why the spell failed.
All right, do an investigation check.
Ooh.
Can I use the reroll for this?
Um,
Do you think it's worth it for this one? Because there's
honestly, I don't
something's
think
fishy.
so.
To remind you too, you have that bag.
Yeah. I wanted to save that if I could, though.
I use the bag on this, honestly.
Yeah, use the bag.
Because it's another reroll for you, basically.
I usually don't DM coach, but that's a new
Yeah.
resource at your
New
disposal.
items.
Are you going to?
Hmm. I'm
thinking
really
that-
thinking about it.
Well,
Yes
make
or
it
no,
snappy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're using it?
No.
No?
There's still a giant hole down there we have to deal with. I'm just not gonna waste it yet.
Okay,
Okay.
that was your action.
Yeah. So instead, what I'm going to do is I haven't done this before, but no. Yeah, I'll just have to pass. I don't want to blow my cover using the robes. So yeah, that's it.
All right. The blue head begins. You see it crackling with energy, and it points at Malcolm. And Malcolm, do a dex save.
All right. And then
Did you include Bless?
I'm adding it right now. Four, so that's like way over 20.
All right, so you're gonna take 22 lightning damage,
All right.
and that's its turn.
All right. Hang on, let me check something. Does the prone condition from work when I'm trying to topple things?
Oh, what do you mean?
Like when I use the topple.
Yeah, it would knock them
Okay.
prone.
Okay, I didn't know if there was like a size limit, like gargantuan creatures aren't affected.
I see what you're saying. Let me check.
Topple
Okay.
says one creature size larger than you, I
Yeah,
believe.
this is huge. I believe.
All right.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Wait a second. This is only huge, not gargantuan.
Yeah.
No, what was the thing?
Oh.
It's. I think it's push
Well,
is the one.
I'm small, so it doesn't matter.
No,
Yeah, but still.
I don't know. I think it's push is the one that has the size limit.
Yeah.
I think topple just works.
Topple, if you hit a creature. Nope, there's no size limit on it. No size.
Oh, excellent. All right, I'm going to reckless attack this then.
All right.
Guys, this is not the right size.
We know.
That's 17.
Your attack goes right through it.
All right.
And you all see the attack go right through it, and it becomes see-through for you. But not everyone else. But you witnessed it go right through it.
Guys, it ain't real.
Someone cast Illusory Dragon.
Real than
Feels real, so we gotta figure out why
Flames.
that's doing that.
Illusory Dragon would be quite the spell to have come out here.
If it's not real, then why is this thing's breath real?
I'll try to hold it off. You guys figure it out. And that's Malcolm's turn.
All right, Nicholas.
Nick's gonna try and advance. Does he see anything from here?
You see what's on the board.
Yeah, I figured. Well, I could try this and see if it works. 20 foot cube. Let's see. Nick is gonna cast Fairy Fire here. It's 20-foot cube around there. And we'll see where that goes.
All right, there are no creatures in there. So, well, with the revelation you made that this is an illusion, it doesn't make the save, but nothing is affected.
Yeah.
Nothing else is there.
Wait a second. You said there was magic from this barrel, right?
Malcolm said
Yeah.
there's magic
Oh,
from this barrel and this barrel.
All right. Nicholas is gonna go to this. Oh wait, he used his action.
If you're just taking off the lid or something, that's an object interaction.
Okay, yeah, Nicholas is taking off the lid and looking to see what's inside this thing.
When you open the lid of the barrel, there's a little Salandit holding a wand. And he just looks to his left and right and goes, "Ah!"
Of course.
Hello there. Let me explain how this is going to go. You are either going to tell me what's up with that thing you've got over there, or
That's Dragon Fluffy! She's gonna kill you!
it doesn't exist. We know it's an illusion. We know it isn't real. So either you're going to tell me what's actually going on here, or you're going to get my scimitar straight to your neck.
He whistles and said, "Please don't kill me! Please don't kill me!"
Then you better start talking.
I'll say that is the end of your turn.
Okay.
Dante. It appears Nicholas is talking and threatening something right now.
Okay, well, that explains the magic in the barrels. And he's gonna go check the other one.
You see another one in there. He's wearing a wizard hat and he's holding another wand. with lightning crackling from it. Hi!
It's all just a big cheap trick.
No, what are you talking about?
We know you've got your other friend in the other barrel.
Please, 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 please. Okay, I'll be good. I'll be good. I'll make it go down. And, disappears. There, it's all good now, right?
Are we still in initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, where's the real one?
What real one?
He just does air quotes, dragon mummy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dante just kind of has an annoyed look in his face and looks back to the others of the party. So we already know it's down there and solve the problem. What do we do now?
That is your turn. We'll go over to Proteus now. Oh, unless you're gonna do something.
I had a really stupid idea. Can I try to take his wand from him?
We'll do a... You have to grapple him. Basically 2 grapple checks. Is
Dang it.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm just gonna make sure we try to disarm him first.
Alright. So,
That means for him, he's gotta beat the grapple DC.
this is the kobold illusionist. He still is a kobold at the end of the day.
It's not that high of a DC, it's like 14.
He failed
Oh my
one.
gosh.
You got him grappled. You're just kind of like having one hand and the wand in the other. So just do one more. I guess he has to do one more.
Yeah.
Yeah, you relieve it from his hand. It's a wand of lightning bolts with 3 charges used. No!
Okay.
How do you make it look like it was not coming from the barrel then?
Illusionist.
We'll figure that out later. Yeah, just disarm him, and since I can't do any more object interactions, I can't shove the lid back on him for now.
Okay, so, do you still want to be holding him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to make sure, just go running.
Alright, Proteus.
All right. Let's see. It was just these 2 barrels that we detected the magic in, right?
Yeah, it was just those
Yeah.
2 that had magic in them. And there's like a little peephole in each of them.
That's how they were doing it.
I mean, yeah, but it's like if he made the blast look like it came from here, that couldn't just be a wand of lightning bolts. But I mean, yeah. I guess I'm just gonna kind of wait. If one of them escapes from Nick or Dante, I'm just gonna hold my action to shoot them with True Strike when they pass through one of these hallways.
Alright, this one is going to disengage and start running over to the rope. The rope is right there. I'm going to shrink it just so you're not teleporting. Alright. But then, from out of here, you hear a putt-putt sound, and as a mech starts flying towards you. as you see in like a barrel and just a kitchen sink and like jet propulsion. It's flying around and it's going to look at Nicholas. And you see six, like kind of this spring-loaded missile launcher with 6 javelins in them begin to charge with lightning. And it fires one at you. So do a dex saving throw.
Why is it all dex saves?
Oh, well, there's
23.
Do you take half on a... Yeah, half as much on a... So 5 thunder damage.
Alright.
As just this lightning this javelin just infused with energy just fires at you.
Okay, I still got protection for energy.
Alright. He's just gonna chill right there above the pit. The Slandit's already moved. Oh, no, the other one didn't. It's, gonna try and get out of your grasp, Dante.
okay.
I think it got out.
Let's see. Yep.
Alright, 10. Oh, wait, no, it'd have to disengage. It will try and disengage. Or, well, it'll just try to run away, not disengaging.
Make another grapple check.
Yeah, you could do that now, can't you?
Does Proteus's held action go off?
What was he gonna do?
Attack them if they made a run for it.
Okay, yeah, well, they're both making a run for it.
I'm like, I don't think I have line of sight to him because he went this way instead of
Oh, okay.
downwards.
Never mind.
Well, he would stop either... He would stop right there. Because you grappled him again. Okay. Malcolm.
Hang on, I had plans calculating.
This one is
Okay.
holding a rod still, by the way.
Not for long. Okay, and Malcolm is going to use the his sorry maul reckless attack.
Okay.
26.
That'll hit him.
All right, I'm gonna try to grapple him.
Well, you're gonna do the damage first. Well, I guess you can grab him. Because he's just gonna die.
All right, 15 damage.
Yeah, and he's... Well, the curious thing here, the rod might fall down the hole. So
Well, if I also grappled him, so I can just like move him right here.
But I mean, you kill him as you grapple him, so he's gonna let go.
All right. Well, that kind of changes what I was gonna do then.
Okay, what do you want to do? Oh, well, what I was gonna do is I'm gonna leave it up to the D6. On a 1.
Okay, we'll leave it up to the D6 then.
On a 1, it falls down the hole.
Okay, D6 it.
Alright, roll the D6. Okay,
4.
it's right there.
All right. Malcolm has this guy. I didn't know I could do that. He has this guy, and he's gonna throw this guy at that guy.
This is like a friggin' video game. Meow, meow.
Almost a nat 20.
Yeah, okay, so it does a D12, I believe.
Yeah, D12, and it's a heavy weapon now, so that's got all of my neat buffs on it. 12 damage.
Is this and you can see he's partially in a mech suit too, so he's just like kind of dented as you throw it and then it falls down.
Gosh.
Gonna pick this thing up.
All right, it's a wand of fireballs with 3 charges used.
Okay.
All right, is that all you're
Hang
doing?
on. Calculating. Let's see, I went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'll just go right there and pass turn.
All right, then we're gonna go to Nicholas.
Well, it's a mech, so it's probably some sort of construct thing or something like.
There's a kobold in it,
Oh,
but
so I'm not.
Yeah. Or sorry, a Solandit in it.
There are now kobolds. They have no choice.
It looks exactly like how it does on the token.
I don't like. I'm gonna just have to do this, but whatever. I'm just gonna Starry Wisp him.
All right.
$14 is probably gonna be a miss.
Yep, that misses.
I'm not gonna try and let myself get hit by that dex save, so I'm gonna go behind cover.
All right. Dante.
Okay. Yeah, I think.
Add 2 more damage to how much it did because of, I've still got the fire rage thing going.
Oh, right. All right.
Sorry to interrupt. Continue.
I'm just gonna try to knock this guy out.
Okay.
That means that.
This one is looks a little sturdier, being the illusionist.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, the one you're holding.
Okay, no. In that case, well, first one's still going to be in unarmed strike, and then I'll probably follow up with a flurry of blows.
All right.
Okay, dirty 20.
Yep, that'll hit him.
Oh, nice, max. So 9 damage.
All right.
And let's flurry of blows and try to true strike him. There's that.
It's your wisdom modifier instead of your dex now. All right, I don't know if you can choose.
It was my. I think it specifically said whiz,
Yeah.
but that only replaces one of the swings.
Yeah, the other one has to be a kick, I guess is what you're doing.
Okay. I'll go ahead and use the true strike first then as part of this.
All right.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's only 11.
That would not hit him.
Dang. Well, rip the key point and then 13.
That would also not hit him.
Wow, that's unlucky. Well, I've spent everything.
All right. Then.
What I will actually. Hold up.
Mhm.
10, 20, 30, 40.
All right. Do you have that thing where you can drag them without using half your movement?
I don't think that's anything part of Monk. If that's a feat, I don't
Oh,
have it.
that's a feat, I think, yeah. Okay.
Nope.
Or be Malcolm.
Wait, why?
Because it's part
Oh,
of the
it's
thing.
the magic item.
Yeah. All right. Then
I
we'll
was trying to make sure he doesn't go towards the hole.
go to the top of the round with Proteus.
All right. What's happening over here?
So you see. Do I have your vision all right?
I'm like, yeah, I see
All right.
the dude over there thing.
Yeah, so you see the Salandit in the like kitchen sink barrel mech with javelin missile launchers.
Yeah. How high is the ceiling?
It's 30 feet in this room.
Okay, so he's about halfway there then.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm hidden actually, so I'm just gonna shoot him.
All right.
Never mind, goodbye.
Yep, that is a miss. It's your second nat one.
Yep, I will use... I can't see anybody.
Wait, you're hidden. Don't you get advantage?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah.
Am I saved? Yes.
No,
Probably.
you're not. You miss it.
17
Wait,
plus 8
That
is-
doesn't have his
Wait.
modifier on it.
Oh, okay, then you hit it.
Yeah, I was like, that's a natural 17.
Okay, I thought that was plus a modifier. Okay, yeah. 17 plus modifier would hit it.
It's 25 in case he
Yeah.
has Giga Shield or something.
You hit it.
Okay. Uh, 11 radiant damage.
Oh. No. I opened elements accidentally.
Mhm.
Alright, yeah. It sticks in one of the pieces of this mech, flies off as you hit it with the crossbow.
Okay. Am I allowed to go back and hide, or
Yeah.
do I have to go to a new place?
You can go back and hide.
Okay. I don't think that they can possibly get these checks, but
Yeah, unless they're gonna waste their turn searching, which they probably
I mean it's a 26. I don't know if they can get that high.
Okay. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Alright. Then we're gonna go to its turn. And it's going to shoot the javelin, its second javelin, at Malcolm. So do a dex save, Malcolm.
Okay. Adding the D4 to that. 15.
Oh, that passes.
Okay.
So you're going to take 7 thunder damage. And it's going to fly in. And it's going to attack you. It's going to be 10 feet above you. Okay. Yeah, and did you reckless attack?
Yes.
Alright, so it's going to do this with advantage. That's cocked. One's a nat 1, so hopefully it rolls better. It got a 2 on the other one, so no, it's not hitting you.
Neat.
Yeah. Alright, so we go to... Salandit. It's going to try and escape again. Nope. So it's just kind of stuck there. Malcolm.
All right. Reckless attack. Gonna throw the javelin at it since it's out of my range.
All right. No, you can hit it. It's right above you.
Oh well, in that case, I'm going to use the maul for this attack instead.
Okay.
So that's over 20.
All right, that'll hit it.
Uh, 17 damage. Make a strength save. Well, 2 technically, I guess.
Which one is going first?
Actually, I just want to try to grapple it.
All right, it's going to try and use its strength to get out. Or avoid it, should I say. $12.
Nope. He's mine.
So you have, like, the maul in one hand and him in the other.
Okay, 5, 10, 15.
He's trying to, like, fly away.
35, 40.
Ah!
And he's gonna throw him at this Salandit.
Okay. Dante's like, alright, so yeah, make an attack roll.
Thinking. Again, well over 20.
That'll hit it.
Alright. So that's the land it's going to take. 19 damage.
Well, it,
Clonk!
Oh, well,
and
And then this guy takes 8 damage.
he's prone.
Oh, he can be prone.
So it's trying to, like, as you see the machine trying to right itself. Alright, I did the damage. He's on the ground prone.
Alright, that's Malcolm's turn.
Alright. Yeah, then we're gonna go to Nicholas's turn.
We'll even see if I can reach into a point where I can see that guy. 5, 10, 15.
You can, because is Malcolm still glowing?
Yes, Malcolm is glowing.
Okay, then for the time being, I'll just turn everyone's vision on. Can you guys still hear me? No, I died. Can you guys hear
Hello.
me?
Hi.
now?
Hi.
Yeah, we could hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, we could hear you the entire time. You couldn't hear us.
Yeah. It's always
One-way communications.
doing that lately. Okay. All right. So what are you doing?
Well, I can't see it on the map, but is it within 60 feet of Nicholas?
Yes.
Okay, then I will attack it with Starry Wisp.
Here, I'll do this. I'll put on this thing, and I'll give it vision.
I still do not hit it. Never mind.
And it would be at disadvantage.
Bless.
Because it's prone.
It is a disadvantage. Yeah, it's prone,
Oh.
so you have disadvantage and you forgot your bless.
Well, it doesn't. I guess I'll try, but. Well, I got higher. So I guess I'll try the 1d4 from Bless.
You probably need a 4 for it to work.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Okay, 18.
18 would hit it.
Okay, wow. I'm amazed I hit that thing. Okay, then it'll take it'll take 9 radiant damage.
All right. It's still trying to like get up, but you managed to hit it.
Yeah, and that'll be Nicholas's turn.
All right. Dante.
Beat
Okay.
him up, Dante.
Prone. Yeah, so let's go ahead and just quarterstaff punch.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
20.
Okay.
Well, you will have advantage on this, but that's a nat 20.
Yeah, do your damage.
That is going to be D8 plus 11. Or 15 damage. Oh, just thought.
15 damage.
bless. 4. So that's going to be 22.
That will also hit.
6 so altogether, that's 9 more damage, so 24 total.
It looks very bloodied. Well, rusty. Well, breaking.
Dented.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Top of the round with Proteus.
All right. Die. I don't think we're being nice to them today, right?
Correct.
Goodbye, 14 radiant damage.
You did 14.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, as
No.
it starts
Oh,
breaking,
no.
it begins just like fire begins spurting from it. It's like
Dang it.
it's like Halo when it's oh no, oh no, and it's gonna self-destruct. So
Oh,
everyone,
so much for the plan of stealing it.
yeah,
Dex save times.
everyone in that
Oh,
there.
oh my god.
That's
It's
gonna
just a
make a chain
fireball.
reaction, isn't it?
A 20 from Malcolm again.
You,
Over it with bless.
You need to pass a what is it? 14 dex save.
Another nat 20. Well, if it's fire
Yeah.
damage at least.
Oh,
What did you get, Proteus?
Oh, he
Did
doesn't
it-
have bless.
Even
Oh,
if
no.
it was DC 10, I failed. That's what we're doing here.
So Proteus takes 21 thunder damage, and everyone else takes 10 thunder damage.
Thunder damage, okay.
As you see this like barrel explode, and another Salandit just falls dead.
Oh,
And he appears to be holding some like poison contraption that's just totaled too.
what? Oh no. Okay. I'm gonna check the barrels.
Okay. We'll say we're out of initiative.
These guys are frustratingly annoying.
There are approximately how many? 100?
I mean, everyone knows we're here at this point. Do we just want to throw all the barrels down the hole?
I think we should heal first. Oh, by the way, here. He gives that to Nick.
It's a wand of fireballs with 3 charges used.
Okay.
How many uses were on the wand of lightning?
3. You can only use 3 charges, and it appears they were recently used somewhere.
Gee, I wonder where. Nick's gonna cast a level 1 Cure Wounds on Malcolm.
Okay.
I was rolled down the wrong chat.
Oh wait,
Malcolm,
could I
you
have
get
used
back
my
11
reaction when I
HP.
got hit there?
Does it say attack or just take damage?
Let me see. Immediately after you take damage.
Okay, and you could have used it.
Okay.
Not that it matters, because you can just down it right now.
Actually, yeah. What I will do though is drink one of these potions of healing I've got.
Okay.
Yeah, next we'll probably as well. I'm just checking to see if I can find if this is attunement or not. Probably is.
I'm like, they I mean, if the wand of lightning bolt Sinbad had was attunement, and wands of firebolts and fireballs are pretty similar.
Well, they might have changed it for.
Nope.
No, they did not.
Still attunement.
Yeah, they're both attuned.
Yep.
Still attunement. But
Also,
you know,
I
on the
will-
bright side of the wand of thunderbolts will regain charges eventually, Dante.
Anyways, Nick is gonna use a potion of healing and get himself 10 HP back.
And then I think what I'll do is use let's see. Yeah, I'll use a level 2 cure wounds on Proteus and then refund that using a pearl power.
Okay.
Did you add the HP from Nick, Malcolm?
Yes.
You were that low?
Yes.
Sure.
Malcolm is not looking too good.
Hmm.
That being said, he looks about as good as the rest of the party.
Wait, no, I had to unattune the pearl power, excuse me.
I don't think we're going to be short resting just because the fire potion is kind of important, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I say we just
Heal.
smash our healing potions and just keep going. I think it's better to save spell slots than to waste them on healing now
Yeah, if
when
you're
we'll
gonna
need them
upcast-
later.
Yeah, if you're gonna upcast a spell slot, you want to do it on Malcolm.
Okay, then I'll give Proteus one of the greater healing
Nah,
potions I've got.
yeah. Oh, I have one of my own if you want to save it. I don't know.
And I've got 2.
Okay. I will accept the charity potion.
I've still got 3 those left plus mine. Okay. And I assume then you want me to use level 2 cure wounds on Malcolm here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Assuming it goes well, it should get him back into fighting shape.
it's gonna be roughly the equivalent of a greater healing potion.
Plus 26 HP.
Nice.
70. Or no, 60.
Oh, he gets 2 more?
No, I was just like looking at it. I was
Oh, okay.
bad mathing.
Alright. Yeah, Malcolm is looking better now.
All right. And what would
Right.
you?
Proteus, you might want to investigate the rope because
It's
the last one
bugged.
was. Yeah.
We don't need. We already know it's bugged. We don't even need to look at it.
Let's look at it anyway.
All right. Is the rope made out of saliva that combusts if you look at it sideways?
Do an investigation check.
30.
It is covered in oil, and it appears to be on a mechanism. If a creature that is not small gets onto it, it will ignite.
See,
Yep.
only if you jump on it sideways will it get you.
Luckily, we brought our own rope.
Are we sure we don't want to throw the barrels down with the geezers inside?
Not gonna lie, I kinda wanna.
Well, have fun, Malcolm.
Yay!
It's gonna be the DRG mini game.
You know, on second thought, though, what if they haven't noticed us? Just in case. Then we can throw them down later.
What do you mean throw
Fair
them
enough.
down later? We're not gonna. If we come back up this way, I'm pretty sure we would have won, or we won't, or we'd be running.
So you want me to smash the barrels then?
I mean, I'm not opposed.
Okay. Yeah. He's gonna look in this barrel.
There's a Salantic like cowering in the back of it, holding like a backpack on him with like a vacuum nozzle. He just waves at you.
Malcolm punches him.
Yeah, I'll let you.
Gosh.
Yeah, he's down.
All right. Same thing with the other 2 barrels.
They prostrate themselves. They jump out like, no, please, don't, please don't.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you, but he's still gonna punch him out.
All right. Yeah, the other one has like a. It appears to be some sort of like backpack with like some ice cubes in it. The other one has like acid vial backpack.
Hey, Proteus, you want this stuff? Doesn't your teacher like this kind of thing?
Yeah, I guess we can grab the goodies. Might as well.
So each of these, basically, each of them is a equivalent of a 5th level fireball of acid, poison, and cold.
Do we need to attune to use that?
No, these things are like
Item.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
It's essentially a bead of each of the things.
Exactly.
Neat.
Okay, that'll be useful for our AoE purposes.
But once these
So-
these aren't like the wands where if once they're used they're completely out.
So it's fire, cold, and what else?
No, it's poison, acid, and cold.
Poison,
It's,
acid.
you get the sense they saw the battle wasn't going towards them and they were just hoping you would ignore them.
I don't forget barrels.
All right, let's throw down our rope and let's head out.
You.
All right, we will stop this session for tonight.
All right.
If that's the
All
case.
right.
All right.
What's the DC on these?
It's 15. It's the same as
Okay.
the or it's the yeah, it's 15.
All right, they're all dex. It doesn't change.
The cold one is con. The other 2 are no, the poison and the cold are con. The acid is dex. It's basically like dragon breath.
Okay, so use the cold and poison on Salandits first and save the acid for the big boy. All right, that should be all of my questions.
Okay. Yeah, then we will end for tonight.
All right.
I will see you later. Or you
All right.
stomp on some more Salandits that we keep calling kobolds.
The landeds, kobolds, one and the same.
No. See you later.
All right,
Bye.
bye.